Alrighty, are we live? Let's make sure that things are going.
This was actually this was actually
Okay, we are live, everyone. Welcome to the Denver Broncos Syndicate live stream of the 3-2 Los Angeles Chargers versus the 2-3 Denver Broncos, live from SoFi Stadium on Monday Night Football. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Just gotta give it a few more minutes here just to officially get some people in here. Whoa. And I had that on my phone. Sorry about that, guys. All right, welcome in, Mark, Steelers Nation, Australia. Let's ride, baby. Broncos country, let's ride. Prim, welcome in. Just wanted to stop by and show my support before the game. I'll actually be on the road and can't stay tuned in, but I think it's cool that you're doing this. Go Denver Broncos Syndicate. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support, Prim. That's awesome. So we are currently in a commercial break right now. We will be unmuting the audio once we get started. And Mark, I'm going to kind of depend on you to make sure my audio is good, because I obviously don't want a repeat of last week where for like the first 10 minutes of the game I was going with no audio. That was not good. So currently, we're just waiting on a few more people to get in here and waiting for things to officially get started. But overall, I think this is going to be a big game offensively for the Denver Broncos after what was a stinker on Thursday Night Football last week against the Colts. Russell Wilson, awesome. Audio's great. Thank you, Mark. Russell Wilson obviously had easily his worst game as a Bronco last week. Our passing game was unable to get anything going, and it really wasted a really good defensive performance, in my opinion. So hopefully we'll be able to right the ship this week. We've got Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers. Both teams dealing with some pretty significant injuries. Broncos, even with the return of Justin Simmons, Greg Dulcich, and Michael Ojemudia from IR tonight, we still have the most injured roster in the NFL in terms of dollar amount on IR or some other injured list. We still have Garrett Bowles out, obviously, as well as Randy Gregory, and those injuries are going to be huge for us. Josie Jewell, another big-time player for the Broncos that's not going to play tonight. But the Chargers, of course, are also dealing with their fair share of injuries. They've got Keenan Allen out for this game. Joey Bosa's been on IR since week 1 with a groin injury. So I think that the injuries on both sides are really going to help level the playing field a little bit. So I definitely am really excited for this game. I'm hoping that this is going to be a repeat of 2012 Week 6 against the Chargers. The Broncos offense was going through the same thing, same record with Peyton Manning. All right, here we go, people. Oh, come on.
But tonight, both starting quarterbacks
all right.
somewhat significant injuries.
We are in, people. Kickoff is going to be here in about 7 minutes or so. Justin Herbert, of course, also dealing with a pretty significant rib injury, and then Russell Wilson as well with his shoulder injury. He's dealing with a torn lat. Hey, Mark, now that the game audio's on, am I sounding good? Is the audio relative to me good?
Or turning from side to side, or cocking your arm back to throw
if the game audio is too loud, or if I am too loud, let me know.
Cartilage and cause discomfort. When we asked Herbert how he's feeling, he said, "There's always pain in football. No one in the locker room is pain-free right now." He added,
hoping to recapture some of the magic that we started to see against the Raiders in week 4, and then last week we just absolutely crumbled, and so hopefully we won't experience the same issues tonight. YouTube TV is a good app, but it can be a little bit unreliable. Game audio down a bit. Got you, Mark. Is that better?
All right, thank you, Lisa. Russell Wilson set to go, as is Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert and the Chargers taking the field. All right, lower the game audio by 10%. How's that?
Wake up. The world needs you.
All right, I gotta mute it because it's a commercial, but yeah, we'll get it to the right level before kickoff. All right, I'm gonna hop on Twitter here and just make sure, first of all, make sure my phone is plugged in. I like to keep in touch with Twitter during the game because obviously we got the reporters who are there. Up it by 5%. Okay. We'll have to wait and see once the game comes out of commercial, and we'll make sure that it's good before we officially kick off. Gotta love being a somewhat new streamer and dealing with those little logistical things like that. Alrighty, get Twitter loaded up here. Mark, what time is it over there in Australia right now? (11:11 a.m.) Nice. So for you, Monday Night Football is actually Tuesday morning football, correct? You know, man, I really don't think it's going to be pretty, but I do think the Broncos can right the ship once and for all tonight. And if they can right the ship, that's going to be awesome. And if they can't do it tonight, it's not going to happen. This is really the do or die game for the Broncos. All right. Yeah, Mark, it's kind of weird to just imagine how you're basically like almost a whole day ahead of the United States. Like, you guys are on a, it's just kind of hard to fathom as obviously someone who's been in this part of the world my entire life. Yeah, man, I agree. The Broncos have to get it together tonight. It's going to be do or die for them, because if you're 3-3, you can generally recover from 3-3, but at the end of the day, you're probably not going to recover from 2-4. It has happened. I mean, in 2019, the Titans made the AFC Championship game after starting off 2-4, but the odds are definitely stacked against you quite a bit if you start off the season 2-4, but you never know, man. Alrighty, we're rocking and rolling. Alrighty, Mark, talk to me. How are we on audio? All right. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and mute the Rock here, because do not want to risk a copyright claim. All right, I'm going to unmute it for a second. It's currently, I just bumped it from -45 to -35. No RR, no kickoff yet. Here in a couple of minutes. Yeah, the Rock is in everything.
Broncos and Chargers step into the glare.
Seriously, like, and yeah, I mean, the Rock, there is some affiliation with football there, but with the whole XFL thing and stuff, but I don't know why the NFL continues to push the Rock. All right, Mark, I bumped it up from -45 to -35. Is that sounding a little better? You like that? Right on. We're going to rock with it. Speaking of rock, no pun intended. All right, man. Trying to check Twitter here, see if we've had the kick or the flip of the coin yet. Yep, Broncos have won the toss and have elected to defer. I mean, obviously you want that if you're going to be behind in the first half, but if I remember correctly, the Broncos have yet to get the ball first the entire season. So, yeah, XFL, I don't know. Did I say AAF or USFL? I mean, I group almost all of those minor league football teams or minor league football leagues in kind of one category almost.
For that guy
Yeah, I agree. The Rock has almost no range. All right, we are getting ready for the kickoff. Justin Herbert and the Chargers will be getting it first.
And he and this offense, they put the ball in the air a lot. Now he is playing tonight, Troy, without
Justin Simmons getting ready to make his return, seeing his first action since week 1. Let's see if this Broncos defense can continue to build on their momentum these past few weeks. And I think if we're going to win tonight, the defense is going to have to carry it through, but obviously offense is going to have to do their share. 4 key injuries for the Chargers with Sean Slater, the left tackle, Keenan Allen, Joey Bosa, and then Corey Linsley, their center, a surprise scratch with an injury. So that's going to be a bit of a big one for them. Alrighty, we are getting set for the kickoff. Brandon McManus will kick off for Denver. There's Keenan Allen on the sideline. And let's ride.
He can't go. So the night will start
and it'll be a touchback over the head
and the Chargers offense will go to
of the Chargers return man, and that'll be first down and 10 for the Chargers from the 25-yard line. Got to mute that real quick. Justin Herbert, Chargers offense taking the field. 30-plus pass attempts in 34 straight games for Justin Herbert. That's the longest streak in NFL history. That is absolutely insane. All right, so the Chargers begin first and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Austin Eckler in the backfield. Herbert drops back, surveys, looking down the left sideline. He's testing Damari Mathis right away, and there is a flag. Contact by the rookie Damari Mathis. Joshua Palmer, the intended receiver on the play, and going after that rookie right away. You can't imagine that the Chargers will be testing Pat Surtain too often, so you have to imagine that they'll be looking towards Damari Mathis pretty often, and they're going to be putting Joshua Palmer on him because Keenan Allen obviously is out. So that's going to set up the Chargers with really good field position here. First and 10 from the Denver 45. Herbert gets under center. Handoff goes to Austin Eckler, bouncing off to the left side. Eckler across the 40, and Eckler gets about 8 yards. Yeah, 30-yard penalty there by Damari Mathis. That is not how you want to start. Mathis, of course, in place of the injured Ronald Darby, who tore his ACL last week against the Colts. Second down and 2 from the 37-yard line. Herbert is under center again. He fakes the toss to Eckler, getting chased by Draymond Jones, and he just has to throw it away. Nice start there by Draymond Jones, giving the pressure there on the fake toss play from the Chargers, and that's going to bring up a third down and 2 from the 37-yard line. Defense needs to muscle up big time, Mark. That was a nice little play design there, but they got Draymond Jones free, and Herbert didn't like anything he had downfield, so he just had to throw it away. Let's see if Denver can get off the field here. Third down and 2. From here, it's going to be a pretty long field goal attempt. Donald Parham goes in motion for the Chargers. Herbert fires, and that is off target and incomplete. Looking for DeAndre Carter. K'Wan Williams had the coverage. And the Denver defense stiffens up, just as Joe Buck said there. Give up the big penalty, and then they go 3 and out after that. But let's see if the Chargers elect to go. They bring Alex Singleton on a blitz. That's good blitz pick up there by Austin Eckler, but Herbert's just a little errant on the throw. All right, it's going to be fourth down and 2. Brandon Staley's going for it. Chargers come out in the shotgun. 11 personnel. Herbert surveys, fires, and it is reeled in. That was a really tight throw, but Michael Bandy, the wide receiver, fresh off the practice squad, makes the play. Sean Williams was able to get a paw out there, but Bandy makes a really nice play. Johnny on the spot. And that's going to be a first down for the Chargers.
Fourth down and 2, and they get 4 on
Chargers come out in a 2 tight end set. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Man goes in motion for the Chargers, and a handoff to Eckler, and he is stuffed in the backfield. Baron Browning and Mike Purcell were there for the Chargers. Browning had a really nice game last week, and he continues to build off that momentum in the run defense. Good stuff. That's going to knock him back to the 34, second down and 11. Here's Pat Surtain, lockdown corner.
With Mike Williams here in the early going.
Joshua Kelly in the backfield, Herbert under center, Mike Williams goes in motion. Second down and 11, play action. Herbert surveys, Jonathan Cooper's coming, and the pass is too high and incomplete, looking for Mike Williams. Pat Surtain had the coverage, but Jonathan Cooper was coming on the blitz and forced the errant throw from Justin Herbert.
He's gotten off to a little bit of a rocky start here on this opening drive. He's very active.
Yeah, Herbert's been a little bit shaky so far. He's missed a couple.
But he missed another one to DeAndre Carter, but here he's got a guy.
Yeah, he sailed that one.
Right there
Herbert should have hit that.
Into his hands for a pretty nice gain, and that's twice now here in the early going that the ball's just sailed on him a little bit.
All right, that's going to bring up a third down and 11 from the Chargers back at the Denver 34. Herbert comes out in the shotgun, and Baron Browning jumps off sides. And that's going to give the Chargers free 5. Ron Torbert and his crew talking about it. Let's see if Browning was induced by the offense here. Here's the call. And they get the Chargers. Let's go. Browning was just reacting to the Chargers, and there you go. That's going to back them up 5 more. That's on the center, Will Clapp. Corey Lindsley obviously not playing tonight, so Clapp's figuring to get the Clapp gets the start at center, and he's a veteran. He's been around the league for a long time, former New Orleans Saint, but let's see if he had a snap infraction here. Yep, he kind of bobbled the ball there and almost fake snapped it. Can't do that. So that brings up a third down and 16 from the 39. From the gun, Herbert fires downfield, end zone, incomplete. Mathis in coverage, and there's no flag. Bandy was the intended receiver. There was a little bit of contact, but that time there was no flag. Good coverage by Mathis.
Still wondering why they were flagged for the false start.
Here's a replay. Mathis able to get his head turned. It's close, but that's pretty good coverage. I think that's a good no call. He did what you're supposed to do. He got his head turned. So now that's going to be a punt for the Chargers. Here is J.K. Scott, the native of Denver, the alum of Mullen High School, not too far away from where I live, actually. Scott punts. And fair catch signaled and made at about the 21 by Montrell Washington. And Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense will get the ball to start at 12 minutes, 31 seconds left in this first quarter. Good job by the defense going stout after giving up a pretty rough penalty and then a fourth down conversion, but they were ultimately able to hold strong and force a punt by the Chargers. All right. I need to get a new phone, guys. This thing is so slow. Any Android people out there, if you would recommend a new phone I should get. I'm not a big iPhone person. So Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense going to get started at their own 21-yard line. And as per usual, Broncos country making some noise there in Southern California. Chargers were having to go silent count at home there on their first drive. That's definitely something you'd love to see. Hopefully we can continue to bring the noise there and make it a little bit harder for them on offense for the Chargers. All right. Got 8 people in here. Let's go. All right. Wow, yeah, there's lot of empty seats in the crowd, and from what these pictures show, there's quite a bit of orange, so you really like to see that. I mean, the Chargers haven't had the most ideal start to their season, but they are 3-2. I mean, come on, I think they've won, what, 2 games in a row? Yeah, I don't know, man. The Chargers definitely, their fan base definitely is a little bit baffling sometimes. All right, we are back. Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense getting ready to get started at their own 21-yard line. Yeah, LA is always empty. I mean, it's starting to become a Rams town. I mean, the Rams are really starting to develop quite a bit of a fan base there, but at the end of the day, the Chargers, a good chunk of their fan base will always be in San Diego, and even then, man, their owners run a good chunk of them out of town. All right, Russell Wilson, Broncos offense began 1st down and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Melvin Gordon, ex-Charger in the backfield. Andrew Beck in a little split formation. Gordon gets the call, and he gets it up to the 25 for a gain of 4. But right away, of course, we've got some laundry. And it's a hold on Denver. It's on Lloyd Cushenberry, the center. He has really struggled for us. We've finally got our right guard back, though. Quinn Miners is back. That is always good. I don't know, man. I think it's time to have some more shakeups on the interior. Cushenberry's really struggled. Reisner's really struggled. Glasgow had really struggled to that point. It's really good to get Miners back. Hopefully soon Billy Turner will be ready to go. He is active tonight, but clearly not ready to see a full workload of snaps because Cam Fleming is getting the start at right tackle. Here is Gordon again, and Gordon surges forward for about 3. Maybe 2. 2nd and 18 from the 13-yard line. Broncos cannot keep shooting themselves in the foot, man. Penalties keep backing themselves up, and you're not going to move the football when you have drive-killing penalties like that. That's been one of the big problems for the Broncos so far.
To have the negative plays, the sacks, the penalties, and get behind the chains, it has been
2nd down and 18 from the 13. Wilson's in the shotgun, little 3-receiver set to the left side. Wilson fires it underneath. That's Cortland Sutton. He surges across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. And that'll bring him a little bit beyond the original line of scrimmage, and that should bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Chargers.
For 41 on 3rd down and 7 or more yards. That is the lowest.
Rookie tight end Greg Dulcich seeing his first NFL action after being sidelined first 4 weeks with a hamstring injury. Dulcich is split out in the slot to the right side here on 3rd down and 9. Wilson goes up, makes a check at the line. Derwin James at the line of scrimmage. Looks like the Chargers are blitzing. They only bring 4, but the play is blown dead. There is a flag. Wilson would have been wrapped up, but they're going to call it a false start. Obviously, you don't want another penalty. This time it's on Cam Fleming, the right tackle, but this one kind of helped out the Broncos because that was going to be a massive sack. This one at least gives you another chance to get a little bit better field position for a punt. Definitely not a good start for the Broncos offense. Once again, defense has a strong start and offense completely squanders it. Same crap, different toilet. 3 wide receiver set for the Broncos. 2 on each side. Mike Boone is split out in the slot to the left. 3rd and 14. Wilson fires along the sideline for Sutton. It's incomplete. And there's a flag! J.C. Jackson on the coverage, but let's see if they're going to get a push off. It looks like offensive pass interference. Oh, nope. It's against J.C. Jackson. Looks like from the way Cortland Sutton was off, it looked like he could have pushed off, but they are going to get J.C. Jackson. Big free agent signee for the Chargers. Hasn't lived quite up to the same expectations that he had in New England. Let's see here, they're replaying. Yep, a little bit of a grab there. It's subtle hand fighting, but definitely will take it. That's going to set up the Broncos 1st down and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Wilson is under center, 5-step drop. Wilson fires, quick strike over the middle. That is Kendall Hinton, and Hinton was able to search forward for about 8 yards. So that time the penalty bails out the Broncos. It was definitely a pretty tight call, but I will definitely take it.
Jackson gets the call, and I know they're trying to get him going a little bit, and you know he's done some things in coverage that he didn't have to do as much of in New England. He's up in
second down and 2. Wilson under center, play action. He is being chased out to his right. He fires along the sideline, and that is hauled in. And is he in bounds? Eric Tomlinson, and he is in. Nice spinning grab along the sideline. Eric Tomlinson working against the former Broncos edge rusher, Derek Tuska, on coverage. That was a favorable matchup for Denver, and Russell Wilson found it and exploited it. That big play for the Broncos, setting them up at the Los Angeles 38. Quick throw into the flats. That's Andrew Beck. Now, Albert Okwuegbunam inactive for the Broncos tonight, and yeah, they're talking about it right here. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are. Now with Greg Dulcich healthy, he has slipped down below guys such as Eric Sauber and Andrew Beck and Eric Tomlinson on the depth chart. And Albert O is inactive for this one. Yeah, I agree, Mark. Russ is looking pretty good to start off here. See if we can punch in here and take advantage of getting bailed out with that penalty. And this is Gordon, and he only gets 2. That's going to bring up a third down and about 3.
He got just 1.
Clock ticking inside, 8.5 left to play in the first quarter. And it's going to be third down and 2 from the. Let's see where they spot it here.
He can really threaten the defense. He can run. Had a great career at UCLA. We'll see what kind of impact they sure.
Third and 2 from the 30-yard line. Wilson in the gun, back to his left. Judy goes in a little ghost motion. Wilson lifts his legs, takes the snap. Wilson's in trouble, and Khalil Mack gets home. Khalil Mack working against Calvin Anderson, the backup left tackle, and now the Broncos will have to settle for 3. That's the 6th sack of the season for Khalil Mack.
Here he comes and sits down, and with the pressure, Russell Wilson, this is right in front of him.
Russell Wilson had a wide open Greg Dulcich on that one, just couldn't find him. Looks like he wasn't looking over that way. Looks like the offensive lineman wasn't in his way. He should have seen that one. Now that's going to bring up a 51-yard try for McManus. And he boots that one right down Broadway. And the Broncos draw first blood, 3-0. Good start from the defense, and overall pretty good start from the offense, getting bailed out there by the penalty. Although that was a pretty rough sack, the Broncos offense are able to put 3 on the board. All right. We are in a commercial break. Sound is great. Awesome. Love to hear that grid. Perfect. Or Detroit Lions Syndicate, technically. Overall, definitely not a bad start for the Broncos. Obviously, would have not liked to take the sack there, but we were able to get 3 points on the board, draw first blood. Definitely like that. That was a tough miss there by Russell Wilson, though. He needs to see Greg Dulcich over the middle of the field. He was just running a little over the ball route, and Russell Wilson needs to see that. He had pressure, but ultimately that's just a pretty rough miss. Yeah, I'm watching a replay of it now. That's a bad miss by Russ. I mean, the good news to that is Zach Seegers, my buddy on Twitter, just pointed out. I mean, that is the part of the field where Russell Wilson generally misses receivers, is that short to intermediate middle of the field. Again, that's sometimes tough for a 5'11" quarterback to see over his offensive lineman, but I saw a tight view of that play. It didn't look like he had that issue on that play. That was just a miss. All right, we are back.
Torbert, who's working the game tonight as the referee, was the referee that night when the Rams beat the Bengals in the Rams' home stadium.
After taking a 3-0 lead, Brandon McManus is on to kick off for the Broncos.
After McManus knocked through a 51-yarder, he kicks it away.
Sending that down to Giandre Carter. And Carter across the 25 to about the 30-yard line. Nice return there by Carter. And here's Justin Herbert in the Chargers offense. Getting ready for their second drive. Got to mute this real quick here. I will say, man, ESPN and their little graphics game it's top notch. It really is. All right, first down and 10. Chargers come out under center from their own 29-yard line. I formation and the handoff goes to Eckler. Eckler gets about 4 yards and a flag flies. This has been a pretty flag-happy start to this game. This time they get a hold on Zion Johnson, rookie guard for the Chargers, first-round pick.
I'm really happy John Perry is here tonight because we've had a
this is gonna be a long night for the officials. This backs the Chargers up, first down and 20 from their own 19-yard line. Already had 3 penalties by each team tonight, and we're just halfway through the first quarter. Carter goes in motion. Herbert under center again. He fakes to Eckler and sets a little screen to Eckler. Eckler gets blockers in front, and he surges forward to about the 29-yard line, and that's a gain of 10 back to the original line of scrimmage. Thank you very much, Ricky. Yes, everyone, be sure to leave a like on the stream. It helps me out more than you can even imagine. All right, a little stack formation to the right side. Second and 11, 30 or 28-yard line. Herbert gets hit from behind, and that is Jonathan Cooper. Ball bounced off the offensive lineman's helmet, it looked like. Jonathan Cooper comes in with the pressure, and that's going to bring up a third down and long for the Chargers. Let's freaking go! Working against the right tackle, Trey Pipkins, and Herbert just doesn't sense it. The ball just bounces off of the back of one of his linemen, and then back into Herbert's face mask. That was pretty funny. Great play by Jonathan Cooper. That's going to bring up a third down and 11 from the 28.
But they can completely overwhelm an offense.
Eckler motion to the right side of Herbert in the shotgun. Herbert rolling out, dumps it up to Eckler, another screen. Eckler is tackled by the ankles. Baron Browning, and that's going to bring up fourth down for the Broncos. And another strong stand by the defense. 4th and 5, and the Chargers will kick it away.
And if he doesn't chase this down, Austin Eckler, he's going to pick up this first down. He's going to cut underneath that there and have plenty of yards. So a really nice possession-saving play by Baron Browning.
Former inside linebacker moved to the outside. Ejiro Evero has done some job in his first crack at being a defensive coordinator in the NFL.
All right.
This Denver defense.
Oh, on the punt is muffed by Washington, and he is just able to bounce on top of it. That was a near disaster there by the Broncos.
2-3 Denver Broncos.
Washington tried to field the punt and just went right through his arms. Lucky to get back on top of it. All right. Yeah, so far this game has started off like pretty much every other Broncos game. Some good, some bad. Yep, that would definitely be the Bronco games. Alrighty, we are almost back. Got another little 30-second commercial here. FanDuel Sportsbook. Come on, commercial. This is a long one. Here we go. Oh, come on. All right, we are back.
Between the two teams,
Cowboy.
3 series,
Sorry,
3 points, 66 yards of offense, 81 penalty yards.
Oh, man, 81 penalty yards to start out the game. Cowboy.
I say somewhere.
Yeah.
No, not right out of the gate. Not right out of the gate.
First down and 10. Wilson swings it out.
Latavius
That is Latavius Murray making his Denver debut.
Latavius Murray has been with the Raiders, the Vikings, the Saints, the Ravens, the Saints.
He's going to get a couple, or lose a couple. Second down and 12. Sorry about that. Got distracted by my dog. Yeah, defense playing really well so far. Hopefully the offense can capitalize here and get 7 on the board. Should have gotten 7 on that last drive, but rough miss by Russell Wilson there. Second down and 12. The handoff goes to Murray again, and that's a nice run.
Brought down by Derwin James, their safety, who's their top tackler.
Well, I like the start of this drive.
Get plenty of yards back there, and that's going to bring up a third down and a little bit more manageable 4. Gain of 8 yards there for Murray.
On that second down play, and now at least they're third and medium, and we'll see whether or not they.
All right, let's see what they can do here. Third down and 4
this down
from the 21.5-yard line. 2 receivers set to the left or to the right side. Wilson, quick throw. That is Dulcich, and Dulcich has the first down. Looked like he may have gotten spun down by his face mask by Kyle Van Noy. There's no flag though. But Dulcich is able to move the chains there on a quick little route. It's a little flat route there, and that was actually Derwin James, and yeah, he got away with the face mask there. Oh, come on! Yo! He spun his head, and that was right in front of the official. Yo! These officials wearing blinders or something? Come on, man. That was a blatant missed face mask. Nonetheless, we're going to first down and 10. Russell Wilson will throw it to Montrell Washington, and he is tackled in the backfield. Bryce Callahan, former Bronco, was the first one there. But that was a BS no call, man. That was right in front of the official. Come on, man. He spun Dulcich's head, and that was right in front of the official. Come on.
And in space and see what he can do with it.
After the nice play by Bryce Callahan, second down and 10. Ridiculous, man. Wilson 7 for 7 tonight with 7 different receivers catching, 43 yards. Quick throw it to Hamler, and there's another tackle by Bryce Callahan in the backfield. I wouldn't keep trying that underneath screen against Bryce Callahan. He's snuffed it out twice now. Come on, man. That's a bad play call. Come on. You don't run 2 bubble screens in a row. Come on. Hackett continues to frustrated as an offensive play caller. 3rd down and 13 here from the 24-yard line. Can't keep finding ourselves in these 3rd and long situations. Max coming with pressure. Wilson evades it. Wilson downfield, and he finds a man. It's Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy downfield across the 40. Great job on the scramble drill, and that's what we were hoping to see all season long. Russell Wilson to Jerry Jeudy with a big play. Khalil Mack had him nearly dead to rights, but Russell Wilson, vintage play, able to get out of it and find Jeudy downfield. Let's go! Where has that been all year long? And that sets up the Broncos 1st and 10 from the Chargers' 39-yard line. Little condensed formation for the Broncos here. Russell takes the snap. Stepping up, finding man wide open. It's Greg Dulcich for the touchdown. Let's go! Woohoo! Let's go! What a start! After having the big miss to Dulcich on the previous drive, Russell Wilson finds him wide open. Looks like a wheel route or something. Yep, wheel route. And it's just blown coverage by the Chargers. Too easy. Touchdown. Let's go. Bomb. All right, McManus for the extra point. And the kick is good. And a 2-score lead for the Broncos to get started. Great play. Russell Wilson wide open. Greg Dulcich. 10-0 Broncos. Let's go. Yes. 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 That legitimately feels good. Minute 49 left in the first quarter. Man, that feels good. After the offense has really struggled to generate things, having back-to-back scoring drives is really going to go a long way for us. You love to see it. And Chargers, obviously, with blown coverage on defense, definitely helps expedite things. Let's go. All right. Next week, Monday Night Football, Bears-Patriots. That's got potential to be another primetime snoozer. But to this point, this one has not been a primetime snoozer. Gotta love that. Yep, this was always the do or die game for this Broncos offense. If they weren't going to figure it out tonight, they were never going to. So far, good start, but there is obviously still plenty of football left. Man, that feels good. How is everyone doing this evening? Let me know what part of the world you are watching from. I would always love to know. Obviously, Mark, you don't need to tell me. It's pretty obvious where you are. Let's go, man. That's a great start. If we can enter the first 6 weeks with a 3-3 record, especially given how much the rest of the NFL has really struggled, that could go a long way for us. I mean, the AFC has not been the exact juggernaut that we thought they would be. Smooth jazz touchdown. All right, we're back. Great start by Greg Dulcich and the Broncos. Rookie tight end finding the end zone. Russell Wilson, what a start. 10 for 10, 116 yards. Looks like he's got a little bit of ice on that shoulder. Might be a little bit sore, but still, what a start for number 3. McManus, kick is away. Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, right on in somewhat enemy territory, obviously, with the Panthers, our Super Bowl 50 rivals. I've heard good things about Charlotte as a city. That was a great play by Russell Wilson, man. That's just blown coverage by the Chargers defense.
It is looking better tonight, and that was the start that he really needed, because as much as
Russell needed that big time. You know that's a big confidence boost for him. So Chargers get the ball, 1st and 10, minute 45 left from their own 18-yard line, I formation. Herbert fakes it to Eckler, winds up and dumps it down, and that is actually Sony Michel, number 20 for the Chargers. And he's able to search for it for about 3 yards. Kind of forgot Sony Michel was with the Chargers. Obviously spent last season with the Los Angeles Rams, winning a Super Bowl with them. Prior to that, winning a Super Bowl with the New England Patriots.
And that certainly was just a totally blown coverage. They're on the back end.
All right, so after the 3-yard gain, it's going to be a 2nd and 7 from the 21-yard line. Herbert in the shotgun with the back to his left as Eckler. Pressure coming by the Broncos. Herbert just gets it away quickly to Eckler. He surges forward with a little stiff arm, and he has a 1st down. Out to about the 29-yard line. Nice gain there by the Colorado native, Austin Eckler. Went to Western State in Gunnison. Grew up in Eaton, Colorado, up in the northeastern part of the state, kind of up near Fort Collins. This is probably going to be the last play here before the end of the 1st quarter. 1st and 10 for the Chargers from their own 29-yard line. Herbert in the gun, Eckler to his left. 3 receivers set to the right side. Herbert drops back, fires, and that is hauled in. He's got a wide-open Donald Parham. Donald Parham, the former XFL star tight end. That's his first catch of the season after he had some injuries to start the year. Broncos bring some pressure off the right side, and Herbert able to find a pretty wide open Parham there. Definitely not great, and that is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 10-0 Broncos overall. Really good start. Defense able to get off the field twice, and then obviously the offense able to respond twice with scoring drives. Thus far, this has been easily the most complete quarter that I've seen from the Broncos. You definitely love it. Definitely love it. Man, we've been live for almost an hour already. That's crazy. Yeah, 10 for 10 for 116 yards. That's a great start for Russell Wilson, man. Oh, but he's washed. Russell Wilson can't play anymore. Oh, man, people like that, yeah, Russell hasn't played well, but to go to one extreme like that and say that the man can't play anymore, come on, bro. That's one of the toxicities of sports fandom that I don't really like. But yeah, man, thus far, great start. And the Avs up 2-1. Let's go. I'm not a massive hockey fan, but obviously will always support the teams of my city. So invested in football, I don't have time for other sports. Oh, man. $50 for the first touchdown scorer bet Greg Dulcich would have gotten you. 21.50. It was plus 4,200 odds. I almost wish I had made that bet, man. All right. We are almost back here. Chargers moving the ball pretty well so far in this drive. Let's see if defense can tighten up here for Denver. Up another one of those famous ESPN graphics. Bill Belichick tying the great George Halas for second wins all time by an NFL head coach. Obviously, number one still the king, Don Shula, with 347. All right, we're back.
Get a handle on what they're doing with Mr. Bailey Zappi and their offense.
First and 10 for the Chargers.
Their record to 3-3.
You can see how much it meant to those players after that
cross
game
midfield
night as well. Congratulating Coach Belichick
from the 47-yard line.
George Halas.
Gerald Everett, the tight end, goes in motion. Herbert in the gun, hands off to Austin Eckler, and Eckler surges forward and runs into a wall. Alex Singleton is there to limit Eckler to only about 2 yards. Good job by Alex Singleton, who is most well known as a clogger in the run game. He does struggle sometimes in coverage, but in the run game, he's always been solid.
In tackles.
Josie Jewell, obviously out for the Broncos at linebacker tonight.
Yeah, he's
only played a couple of games. It's definitely been rough go for him. Here comes a blitz for the Broncos. Alex Singleton gives pressure. Herbert takes off, and Herbert gets to the 39, takes a little bit of a late hit. Chargers want a flag. Jonas Griffith was there, but there is no flag. Could have been a little bit late, but definitely agree with the no call there.
Is just simply because
and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Los Angeles.
You know, not a necessary hit, but not a flagrant hit either. It's a good non-call.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of how I'd put it. It wasn't necessary, but it wasn't flagrant either.
He couldn't run at all.
So good no call. In the gun, 3rd and 4. Herbert gets some pressure. Herbert's in trouble. Fires complete, and that is a 1st down to about 35-yard line. Joshua Palmer.
So a 3rd down conversion for Herbert and the Chargers.
Well, Joshua Palmer, as you're going to see, he sits
Nice job by Herbert hanging in the pocket there. Purcell was right in his face, and Herbert's able to deliver a strike right over the middle of Palmer. Nice job by Justin.
And they run into defenders, and they run out of windows, and that's a really good job by him.
1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line of Denver. Herbert in the gun with Michelle to his right. Fakes it to Michelle. Herbert winds up, fires along the sideline, and is broken up. Looking for Mike Williams with PS2 in coverage, and that is tight. You ain't completing one on PS2, baby. Mike Williams is there. It was press coverage all the way. A little bit of contact there by PS2. Mike Williams wanted a flag. Chargers fans wanted a flag too, but ultimately that one, the ball bounced right off Williams' face mask. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
He makes those catches routine when they seem almost impossible.
Broncos showing blitz here, and they're coming right off the edge. They set up a screen. That is Gerald Everett, and Everett is tackled right away. Justin Simmons, welcome back. Great tackle there by Justin Simmons on Gerald Everett, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Chargers. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
To get to the Denver 26.
You know, I always liked Gerald Everett when he was with the Rams, but Sean McVay, they run so much 3 wide receivers, and then they'd have Higbee. There just wasn't really much of a role for him.
3rd down and 5 from the 30-yard line.
3rd down and 5.
Herbert swings it. Nice one-handed snare by Everett, and Everett surges forward for the 1st down.
Shows you what he can do.
Running that little tight end screen, and Everett makes a nice one-handed catch and is able to surge forward to move the chains for the Chargers. And after 2 really strong defensive drives for Denver, this one is not going as well.
And I mean, look at that. The ball just sticks right to it.
You sound jealous.
No, I'm not jealous at all, but I mean, you didn't see those kinds of catches back in the day. I don't
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Herbert in the gun, hands it off. This is Michelle, and he's going nowhere. Absolutely stuffed by Jonas Griffith at the line. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
You know, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, Sony Michel back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
A nice drive going here by the Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers, after a couple of rough drives to start off, 10 plays, 58 yards, 5.5 minutes off the clock so far. That's pretty good. Down at the 24-yard line, it is 2nd and 10. Herbert, with a little more pressure that time, gets it to DeAndre Carter. And Carter's able to get about 5 or 6 on that one. And that's going to bring up a pretty manageable 3rd down for Los Angeles.
They realized when they had him in training camp that this guy could do something, and he's gotten more
we have a 3rd down and 4
with Keenan Allen's injury. But you watch him, And yeah, he's just, in fact, he's gotten more, he's been able to do more and develop even more confidence with Herbert than Josh Palmer, but he can win.
Herbert in the gun. Man goes in motion. It's Eckler, a little orbit motion. Over the middle, pass is caught by Everett. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it right at the line to gain, and that's going to be a first down. Run just a little quick curl route, and they are indeed going to give him a first down.
Really nice job by Gerald Everett as he just snaps
out at about the 14-yard line. Nice job. Let's, ooh, that is close. I don't know if it's worth a challenge there, but that was really close. It was the generous spot. Let's see if Hackett does challenge it. I don't think he's going to. No, in the books now. It's snapped, and Eckler gets it and runs into another wall. Alex Singleton again. He has had a really good start to this game. He's someone that I haven't been afraid to criticize, but thus far, Alex Singleton has played really well to start.
Well, you've got a game featuring a team that's last in the red zone.
They quick snap it. Herbert rolling out, dumps it underneath. It's Williams, and Mike Williams with another tackle by Singleton. That's an 8-yard gain there, but that's going to bring up a third down and about 2 for Los Angeles.
Justin Simmons missed a tackle on that play, and Simmons they welcome back coming off IR with a quad injury. One of the best defensive players in the NFL. Well, here's
under center, handoff goes to Eckler, and he's got the first down and more. And Eckler surges in for the touchdown. Great effort by Austin Eckler, absolutely refusing to give up, and he takes it in for the score. Nice play by the Colorado native, and that is going to make it a 10-7 ball game with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Let's hope Denver's offense can respond and get some more points on the board, because you knew that you weren't going to be able to contain the Chargers offense forever.
And here comes Johnson, and they were just not going to be denied.
Here is Dustin Hopkins, missed last week's game for the Chargers with a quad injury. And Hopkins is good, barely. And that'll make it a 10-7 ball game. After 2 really strong drives by the Denver defense, that one was definitely not as good. They had a little bit of a collapse there, and it ultimately ended in 6 points by Austin Eckler. Not what you want to see. All right, transition to the BRB screen real quick. Broncos offense has had 2 pretty strong drives to start off this game. Let's see if they can continue that here and at bare minimum get 3 more points on the board. Ideally get 7 more. If we can make this a 17-7 game, that would be really nice. All right, we got 16 people in here watching. Let's go. This is your first time to the channel. Welcome in. We are the Denver Broncos Syndicate, channel dedicated to bringing you content about our favorite sports team. We are a fan-run channel for the fans by a fan. Yeah, so far this game's been really interesting, D-Rock. I mean, Denver looked like it was going to be a pretty strong start for them at the beginning there, but Chargers were able to come up with a nice response there on that last drive. So hopefully our offense can go in there and see them another score. I got my cat over there playing with some grass. She's so freaking funny. All right, we're back. Ooh. They're showing
the extra point, knocked it through, but then immediately grabbed the back of his right leg.
Chargers may have lost their kicker.
Right quad strain.
Dustin Hopkins came up a little bit lame on that one.
With that, Hopkins is on the sideline, and J.K. Scott, the punter, will kick it off.
And yeah, J.K. Scott, punter from Denver, is going to kick off here.
Short of the end zone.
Native of Denver, the city, not the Denver punter, obviously. Oh, Montreal Washington's got a nice return. Washington across the 25, spinning to the 27. Good blocking and a good return there.
We talked about how
the cat's name's Frosty.
On a third down catch by Everett on the touchdown drive.
She's my girl. Crazy little thing she is.
Was short of the first down, but they gave him the first down anyway with the generous spot. And
yeah, that was.
You think he's down,
the officiating in this game has definitely been interesting so far. I'll say that. 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Broncos get the ball for their third offensive drive. Wilson under center from their 29-yard line. Play action to Gordon. Wilson looking, and Wilson's going to take it and slides after just a gain of 1. You knew he was going to get hit, so he slid down.
The Chargers defensively, but we talked about it. What a good start. And I think now that Russell's, been hitting some of these receivers that,
second down and 9.
Relaxing a little bit more as well and play a little bit looser and a little bit more free from what we've seen.
Wilson under center. It's a 2 tight end set here. Handoff goes to Gordon. The ex-Chargers surges forward, and he gets about 4 yards.
Gordon gets 4.
He's going to bring up a third down and 5 for the Broncos.
First quarter, for the first time in his career, had 10 completions.
We really need to convert this third down here. Defense probably a little bit gassed after that last drive. Give him definitely give him a breather. Oh, looks like the team's rotating Billy Turner in. News flash, folks. Billy Turner is in at right tackle. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Let's go. Hopefully this offensive line can finally get more cohesive. 3rd and 5, though. Three receivers set to the top of the screen. Wilson. Oh, it's batted down. Khalil Mack has been a force in this game. Broncos were trying to set up a screen, but Khalil Mack able to get a mid up there, and Broncos with their first 3 and out of the game.
They bring the pressure. They overload the right side, but
yep, that was a great play by Mack.
It was a good call by the Broncos.
Yeah, if Mack didn't get home, that would have had some yards in front of it. That was just a great play. Here's Corliss Waitman on to punt for Denver, standing at his own 20-yard line. DeAndre Carter is back deep for Los Angeles.
Waitman hits the punt.
Waitman, good punt. Fair catch all the way back at the 11-yard line. That is exactly what you want by Corliss Waitman. 54-yard punt. Can't do much better than that. Broncos now trying to play that field position game. Let's see if the defense can hold strong here and get off the field. Got to mute that. Don't want a copyright claim. Thus far, I don't think I've missed muting a commercial break. That's definitely a win from last week's stream. All right. Currently sitting at 893 subscribers on the channel, everyone. It would be really awesome if we could reach 900 tonight. That would be absolutely awesome. If we could get to 1,000 by the end of the season, that would be even better, man. We are right there. It's always been a dream of mine to be able to cover the team on a full-time basis, and reaching that goal would go a long way towards getting us there. That would be awesome, man. It really would. All right. Thus far, Calvin Anderson has had a pretty rough go of it there at the left tackle position. Obviously, losing Garrett Bowles, easily your best offensive lineman, does not make things ideal for you. If Calvin Anderson continues to struggle there, you have to wonder if the team is going to maybe try Cam Fleming there. I mean, thus far it's been pretty rough. Ooh, man, I just watched a replay of that screen. If Khalil Mack hadn't gotten home there, man, that would have probably been a touchdown. That was a really well-designed screen and had blockers in front. It's just great defensive play by Khalil Mack and kind of rough blocking there by Calvin Anderson. All right, we're back.
Stadium where the Chargers' Austin Eckler has scored his 6th touchdown in the past 3 games. His nickname,
Austin Eckler, 6 touchdowns, 3 games. Colorado native, always been a beast. Going through his workout routine, that is absolutely insane.
One-armed pull-ups. He said
Jeez.
Dude's
jacked, man.
Talking about maybe getting together this offseason for a running back squat off.
All right, Chargers backed up deep here at their own 12-yard line. Under center is Herbert. He rolls out and dumps it off on a little screen. It's Eckler. And Draymond Jones with a nice tackle catching him from behind there. Limits him to a gain of maybe 3.
His first 6 seasons, Austin Eckler now in the 25-25 club. One of 2 in NFL history, joining Lenny Moore with 25 touchdowns.
First down and 10, or sorry, 2nd and 7 from the 15-yard line. We'll throw out to Josh Palmer. Palmer surges forward. He's close to the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Nice effort there by Palmer surging forward on a little tunnel screen.
Who does one-arm pull-ups, and Lisa Joe's the only one I know that does that. So now I know 2 people.
There is a trainer in St. Louis who is laughing hysterically.
3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Probably a quarterback sneak or something along those lines. Maybe hand it off to the fullback.
On 3rd down.
Herbert kills the play at the line. Had 2 plays called in the huddle, and he goes to the second one. Handoff goes to Michelle, and Michelle surges forward. He's got the first down. Nice run by Michelle. Alex Singleton was there. Looked like he had him stopped short at first, but good second effort there by Sony Michel. Nets him the first down. Nice block there by Xander Horvath, the fullback, as well. That helped spring things loose.
Yeah, that's Alex Singleton, who I talked about how good he has been in run defense, but just an excellent job by Michelle.
1st and 10. Under 6 minutes left in the first half. Josh Palmer goes in motion. Handoff goes to Michelle, and Michelle surges forward for 4 yards. Down to the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 6.
In terms of plays, and they're trailing by 3 here with just 5.5 to go in the first half.
Well, we saw Justin Herbert early in this game, got off to a little bit of a rocky start. He was just 1 for 5, but he had a couple balls sail on him. But since then, he has settled in. He's made a lot of nice throws and having a nice night.
Yeah, Herbert started off 2 for 7 for 13 yards, since 12 for 13 through the air. Not good. Herbert in trouble, and he is sacked. That is the rookie, Matt Henningsen. Let's go. Matt Henningsen showing that he deserves to see some more snaps here on the interior defensive line. Great play by Henningsen. Rookie out of, I believe, Michigan.
Here he is. Here he goes outside, and he just opens it up. And just
great play by Matt Henningsen.
What happened? Nobody's
and
blocking me.
Herbert had no chance there on that one. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 13, and Henningsen on the sideline fired up. Backing up the Chargers all the way back to the 22-yard line. Here comes some more pressure. Herbert winds it up, going deep downfield for Palmer, and it's juggled and incomplete, but a flag. Damari Mathis getting tested downfield, and they get him again.
Draymond Jones had pressure on Herbert.
He was tied up with Palmer on the first play from scrimmage, and he gets tied up with him here. Damn.
Mathis, the rookie, 4th-round pick from Pitt. That's his 2nd pass
Damn.
of the game.
Well, this is what I was saying earlier in the game. When Mathis
Chargers are going to continue to pick on the rookie Mathis, and plenty of teams are going to. I don't see anything there. Wait a minute. I don't see. It was a little early, but it's a little early on the contact. It's close. I don't know if I like that call.
at times. He certainly has tonight.
1st and 10 for the 42-yard line. Stepping up, fires. That is complete to Eckler, and Eckler's got another first down. And the flag is down. And it's a hold on the Chargers. Let's go. It's on Trey Pipkins. Or Zion Johnson, the rookie. Rookie guard Zion Johnson with the hold for the Chargers.
Previous play, the pass interference.
Yeah, Zion Johnson right here, number 77, the
rookie right guard. It's like he got a hold of DJ Jones on that one, and that is a very easy call. No doubt about that one.
With your feet, then there's a tendency just to grab, and that's what he did, and it's a shame because. And
this has once again been a pretty flag-happy first half here. Both teams with 4 penalties, 81 penalty yards for Denver, 46 for the Chargers. Here is Herbert retreating. Herbert winds it up, going downfield, and he's got a man. It's Donald Parham. And Parham is wide open. It's going to bring up a second down in about 5. 3 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first half. The clock continues to roll.
Is able to just slide to his left and slide to his left. You take a look. He's looking over here to the right is where he's wanting to go with the ball, but there really was nowhere for him to throw it.
Yeah.
He works all the way back.
That coverage can only hold up downfield for so long. Herbert eventually able to find the little void. 2nd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Eckler cuts it to the outside. And a nice tackle short of the sticks. That is Damari Mathis. Couple rough plays there for Mathis, but a nice one there. Nice tackle there for a 1-yard gain. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2.
3 minutes to play in the half. Denver, by the way, will receive the second half kickoff.
You know, right here, you're looking at.
We need to stop here. We desperately need to stop.
You know,
we can get a stop and get some points before halftime. That'll really bode well for us, considering we get it to start the second half.
I don't think there's any doubt.
First, we got to stop him on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert stepping up. He's got a lane to rush it. Instead, he fires sidearm, and it is broken up, and another bloody flag. DeAndre Carter, the intended receiver, and Mathis is going to get called for his 3rd pass interference penalty. And it might be time to get the rookie out of there.
They call the number of Kareem Jackson.
They called Kareem Jackson's number. Let's see who had the. It's on Mathis. That's definitely early.
And that's
Mathis getting picked on there, and that was 3rd pass interference. They called the wrong number, but that's gonna get changed. That's on Mathis.
And so he does a good job. You mentioned.
Oh man, rookie's having a rough go of it to start off here. 1st down and 10 from the 23-yard line of Denver. We'll throw out to Josh Palmer, makes Mathis miss, and he is swapped up by Singleton after a gain of 5.
And able to stay upright and get 5.
And let's see if the Chargers want to run a play here before the 2-minute warning. Doesn't look like they're going to.
Side with all 3 timeouts as we approach the 2-minute warning.
Denver was probably going to need to start thinking about using some timeouts here. Want to give Russ a little bit of time to work with here before the end of the first half. Because Chargers looks like are probably going to get at least 3 here.
Anything you want to say to the crowd before we go away from it?
And I'm going to go ahead and mute that because we're going to the 2-minute warning. Not a bad start for Denver, but last couple of series, things have started to roll the wrong way. See if this red zone defense can stouten up here and keep him out of the end zone. And we are in commercial break. Yep. This Broncos team, it's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, man. It's better than 1 step forward and 2 steps back, though. And Draymond Jones is questionable to return with a neck injury. That's great. Our best interior defensive lineman. Definitely love to see that. Not. Yeah, I got a feeling this is This is going to end up like a 27-24 game or something along those lines, man. Each team seems to be getting their own in this one. Oh, hi, kitty. Well, Frosty, you are now internet famous. Meow. Kitty. Dork. Gotta keep the Chargers out of the end zone here. It's critical. Out. Frosty, I'm not your stretching post. Hi. Hi, baby. I love you too. Looks like Draymond Jones sustained that neck issue a few weeks ago in practice, and it's flaring up here. I agree, D-Rock. Let's dial up some pressure here, but I don't know. That might mean that then leaves Damari Mathis on an island, and thus far he's been getting picked apart here. So might want to give Damari Mathis a little bit of help. All right, we're back.
Away, the referee Ron Torbert corrected the call and said that was indeed the third pass interference on Damari Mathis in this half. And in this second quarter, time of possession dominated by the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers absolutely dominating time of possession here in the second half. There's Sony Michel, 2nd and 5. He's only getting a yard.
With a short game, let's check in with Lisa.
Good job by Draymond Jones, who is back in there and stands him up. Dustin Hopkins, yeah, out here seeing if that quad is good to go. Looks like he's grimacing pretty good. He looks like he's going to try to continue to play, but if he can't kick it through it, then J.K. Scott may be pressed into duty at field goal kicker for the Chargers here. The Denver native kicking against his hometown team.
10 for 10 on PATs. And his one field goal was
19 people in the chat. Let's go.
2017, so it's not like he can't do it, but that's something to keep an eye on the rest of the way.
Yeah, and I would think, what do I know, but I would think that he
works
on that.
I agree, super nice guy. That's this team has yet to play a complete cohesive game without shooting themselves in the foot. They can't keep backing themselves up.
He would go from holder to kicker, and look like
J.K. Scott looks like he's warming up there on the sideline. We're going to see if he's going to go in to kick the field goal here. Instead, Eckler converts the first down. So we're not going to have to think about that for a while, and the clock continues to run here. Denver not electing to use any timeouts here. I don't know if I agree with that.
With this running game, the Broncos have given up some yards on the ground coming into this game, but they've been
clock's going to probably tick inside a minute and a half. It has.
Rushing yards have been hard to come by.
Minute 20 left to play, and clock continues to tick. 1st and 10, the 13-yard line. Trips to the right side, a little underneath throw. That's Palmer. Palmer is going to be stood up. Mathis is in there. Simmons was also in there. Nice job, and now Hackett is going to burn his second timeout with 1 minute 03 left in the half. Hackett came flying in there like a missile to call that timeout. Try to get a little bit of time left on the clock here in case the Chargers score, so that way Broncos can go down and get some points on the board. Broncos do get the ball back to start the second half, though.
So 2nd down and 10. Russell Wilson able to provide Denver's biggest lead at 10-0 in the first quarter. Biggest lead they'd had since week 14 of last season, but now here are the Chargers.
All right, 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line for the Chargers.
This one will go at least 12 plays.
Make it the 12-yard line. Herbert in trouble, and he's sacked. Baron Browning gets home. Let's see if Hackett wants to use another timeout here. It looks like he does. He does. Denver's going to have the ball with a little under a minute left. Try to see if they can get 3 points on the board. Now, let's see if it's Dustin Hopkins or J.K. Scott in to kick this field goal for the Chargers. Dustin Hopkins, dealing with that quad injury, appears to have re-aggravated it earlier in the game. So let's see who comes out here for this kick.
Or Pipkins to even have a chance to block him.
Ejiro Evero came in, blitzing 33% of the time, eighth highest.
See if the Chargers elect to take a timeout here.
And sacks off the blitz, and they got one there.
They're good with the blitz sacks. They're good when they bring a four-man rush. They do a lot of games up front. They give so many different looks, and you could see what that did to Trey Pipkins, the right tackle. But Ejiro has done a really nice job with this defense throughout this season, as you mentioned earlier.
Third down and 17 from the 19-yard line. That sack came on second down, not third down. I was a little misconcepted there. Here is Herbert stepping up, and that is deflected and incomplete. And that's going to bring up a field goal try. Dustin Hopkins is coming out. 4th down and 17.
Again, missed last week's game with a quad.
It's going to be a 37-yard try for Hopkins.
Earlier in this quarter. 37-yard try.
And it's good. After starting off 10-0, the Broncos relinquished 10 unanswered points to the Chargers. Looks like they're going to have about 50 seconds left here in the first half. No timeouts left. Let's see if they can at least get in field goal range. And Hopkins is definitely feeling it. Yeah, you can tell Hopkins is hurting on that one. He's still grimacing. Oh, got to mute that. Yeah, Hopkins definitely feeling that one. We'll see if he's going to be able to kick the rest of the night or if we're going to see J.K. Scott. At this rate, this game may come down to a field goal. So if the Chargers don't have their kicker, that's going to be huge. I will say, though, man, Pat Surtain has been absolutely lights out tonight, as expected. Mike Williams has been a non-factor, and Pat Surtain has really done a really nice job taking care of him. If we can turn, I'm going to have about 50 seconds. If we can turn this into a field goal and we can get the ball back here to start the second half, got a potential to go up 20-10 before the Chargers see the ball again. That would be huge. Although, since the Broncos offense has a tendency to underachieve, I'm not expecting that to actually happen. Yeah, Dustin Hopkins after that kick was definitely in some pain. We're going to have to monitor that one going forward. All right, these are the kind of situations that we brought in Russell Wilson for. We really need to get points here on this drive. All right, we're back.
Squaring off against number 5 Clemson at noon Eastern. Then number 20 Texas takes on number 11 Oklahoma State. And our Saturday night football game has Minnesota facing number 16 Penn State.
Hi, kitty. Come watch this last drive here by the Broncos on the first half. And J.K. Scott kicks it off, and it's a little squibby. And it goes over Washington's head for a touchback. Squib ball works out for him there. Let's see if, excuse me. Let's see if this offense can get something going here. 53 seconds, no timeouts. Have to work those sidelines, which is obviously not going to be a problem with Russ because he prefers to work the sidelines. Got to be very smart with your clock management here because we could really use the points.
So we're seeing the things that we've grown so accustomed to seeing of him in Seattle. And this is the best we've seen him look since he's been a
Yeah, Russell's had a really strong game so far. Here is Russell here, and he fires, and it's a little bit off target. Jerry Jeudy was open on that one, and Russell Wilson just missed him.
Is Russell Wilson, so they barely had the ball. The game is tied, and Denver gets the ball to start the second half. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Chargers absolutely dominated in that second quarter. And definitely not a great start to this drive here. Let's see if we can hopefully move something over the middle. 2nd and 10. Obviously, as we all know, Russell Wilson is not privy to attacking the middle of the field very much. Wilson fires it deep. Hamler's wide open. He's got it. The ball's slightly underthrown. Hamler makes an incredible adjustment. Broncos need to get up and clock. Got to get up and spike that ball. An explosive play for the Broncos offense. Wilson and Hamler, they're going to run another play. Already to the 27-yard line. Can't do anything stupid here. You're already well in field goal range. Out route to Jeudy. Hauls that one in right on time. First down for the Broncos to the 18-yard line. And just like that, the Broncos are already well in the red zone. That was the big play we needed, Mark. That was the big play we needed. And looks like Chargers are going to burn a timeout here. They are gassed on defense. You know, a little breather for their guys there.
Here's the big play from Wilson.
Tonight we are finally seeing the explosive plays that we've been wanting, man. It is really good to see.
So he comes off the ball, he's running a go route the entire way, and both guys get caught kind of.
I don't know though, man. I hate to say that if that had been a little bit of a better throw from Russ, that could have been a touchdown by Hamler, but again, he had pressure in his face though, so still a hell of a play. Yeah, and Russ had you can see he has to tiptoe to see the middle of the field. There's a reason why Russ doesn't target the middle of the field. Nonetheless, though, Broncos are in great field position here.
A pretty improbable play. That was 47 yards. Wilson with 3 completions.
Broncos getting a little bit of good luck here. Let's see if that continues. Knock on wood. That's close enough to wood.
22 seconds left, no timeouts.
A little bit of a false start, it looked like. They got away with it. Wilson just has to lob. Oh, that was a near interception, and there's a flag down. That might be roughing the passer. That might be roughing the passer. Wilson took a hit on that one. Flag's near the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is. Yep, roughing the passer. Let's go. That's going to be half the distance to the goal. And an automatic first down. Let's go. That's on Morgan Fox for the Chargers. Wily veteran, longtime Ram, gets him low. That's, yep. Aikman doesn't like it, but they're going to protect the quarterback. If it's going to be a low hit like that, they're going to call it. Definitely can see the argument against it for sure, but it's a low hit to the quarterback. They're going to call that more often than not. Not saying I totally agree with it, but I would definitely take it. First and goal. He's got some press coverage of Sutton on the top. Let's see if he wants to take a shot. Instead, he's pressured, flushed to his right, incomplete, no flag. Mike Boone was the intended receiver. Drew Tranquil in coverage there for the Chargers, the linebacker. Second and goal with 12 seconds left in the half, no timeouts. Denver might have another throw or two to the end zone here, and then it's field goal time. Don't want to do anything crazy here. Worst thing you can do, obviously, is turn the ball over because you're already well down in field goal range. Coming out of this situation with no points would be terrible. Broncos coming out in shotgun here. They're going to need to get this ball out of bounds here, or it's going to need to be incomplete. He takes a shot. Judy, end zone, incomplete. Judy wasn't looking for the ball, it looked like. Looked like they were not on the same page. Judy was not looking for the ball. Russell put the ball in a pretty good spot. Judy just wasn't looking for it. And Russ is like, what the hell, man? Yep. Judy needs to make a play on that. He needs to at least realize, he needs to at least have the awareness that the ball's coming his way. And now the Broncos' red zone woes continue to haunt them. It's 3rd and goal from the 9. Yep, you cannot take a sack here. One thing you cannot do. Get rid of the ball now. End zone, through the hands of Dulcich. Incomplete, that's okay. You're still in field goal range. Chip shot. Come away with here with 3 points. I will absolutely take that. I will absolutely take 3 points here. Just a good job not getting sacked, not coming away with nothing. 3 points here is really big.
But you're so worried about getting into the end zone that it creates a
Kind
defensive
of, you need to
angle,
probably need to hit that throw in the end zone. It's a little bit hot, but nonetheless, McManus from 27 to end the half. Broncos are ahead, 13-10, and that is the final snap. Much better, just like Joe Buck said. The Broncos are looking like a much more cohesive unit. Obviously, not a great second quarter, but still able to get points on the board there at the end. And we will be back for the second half, so be sure to keep it right here on Denver Broncos Syndicate for the second half of game action. Okay. All right, Broncos country. We are back for the second half of Broncos versus Chargers. Our Denver Broncos currently lead the Los Angeles Chargers 13-10 at halftime. We are just getting a few people starting to roll back in. We got Britsburg Owen in the chat, good friend of mine. Fellow Syndicate host. He is one of two creators who are hosts of the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Fellow host Mark also was in the chat earlier. Not sure if Mark is still around or not. Just waiting for us to come out of commercial break here, and we will officially get things up and rolling here for the second half. Overall, a pretty good start for the Broncos there, keeping the Chargers offense to 10 points. Excuse me. We definitely had some missed plays. I mean, that second quarter really was dominated by the Chargers, but Broncos were able to respond there at the end and get 3 points there to close out the half, which is obviously great. Hopefully we can go ahead and get some more points here as the Broncos do get the ball to start the second half. Looks like we are just now coming out of the halftime break, so I will go ahead and turn on the audio here in just one sec. Hope everyone is having a good evening, and hopefully we can see our Denver Broncos come in and close out a dub. Fuck. There we go. Get my headset on here, and let's get ready to roll. All right. All righty. Let's get going, baby. Let's ride. Broncos can get 7 points here. Make it a 20-10 ball game. That would be awesome. Here's J.K. Scott to kick off. Dustin Hopkins still ailing with a quad injury. And we are underway. Second half, let's ride. Let's hear what Brandon Staley has to say here in the beginning of the second half. Absolutely, Jet Show. A much needed divisional win, and then obviously we got you guys next week. You guys next week at home. So obviously your Jets team has been one of the more pleasant surprises of the league. So it's gonna be a good game next week for sure. Under center is Russell Wilson, and to start the half, he hands to Latavius Murray, who is able to surge forward with a second effort to get 7 yards across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And a nice start for the Broncos to start off this second half. 2nd down and 3. And Billy Turner is still in there. Absolutely good to see, man. Getting him worked back into the fold of things. Obviously his second stint with the Broncos here. Our anticipated starter at right tackle. And now Cam Fleming is in at left tackle. Under center is Russ again in an I formation. Murray gets the call again, and this time he only gets a yard. Latavius Murray is stood up there by Kenneth Murray, the linebacker for the Chargers. That was just a 1-yard gain there, so that's going to be a big 3rd down and 2 here for the Broncos offense. Calvin Anderson had a pretty rough first half there. It looks like he's starting this second half on the bench. Cam Fleming moving over to left tackle. 3rd down 2. Wilson is in the gun. Murray is to his left. Wilson wants Murray. He doesn't have it. Instead, he flushed out to his right and just has to throw it away. And the Broncos go 3 and out. Not a great start to the second half. Kyle Van Noy with the pressure there for the Chargers and forcing a throwaway there from Russ. Let's see See if Russ had anything open. It doesn't look like he did. By the time, looked like Judy came across, but by that point, Russ was already getting flushed out. So now Corliss Waitman's going to have to punt for his second time tonight. That was a rough series there to start the second half. 3 and out. Backing up Carter down to his 10-yard line. DeAndre Carter across the 25 to about the 27, 28-yard line. And we are headed to break, and the Chargers get the ball after an 18-yard return. Not a great start to the second half for the Broncos. That is frustrating, because it's when you're gifted opportunities like that, gifted the ball to start the half after scoring to end the first half. That's definitely rough. I actually kind of like them, Owen. I think they're actually they stand out. I mean, I like their blue jerseys with their white pants a little bit better. The yellow ones are a little bit too bright, but overall, I think honestly I'm trying to think who has the worst uniforms in the league. Jets are pretty bad, honestly. So no offense, Jets. So you guys need to go back to your old school look, like the old school green and white uniforms. Those were a clean look for the Jets. Oh yeah, well, football-wise, Jets have been fantastic. New York football has been absolutely awesome. Like, I think I've been one of Robert Saleh's bigger endorsers, and I certainly didn't see the Jets starting off 4-2, especially after having to deal with Joe Flacco for the first 3 games. Like, I'm pretty impressed with where the Jets are, and Zach Wilson, I mean, looks like he's taking that next step in his development. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to having to play the Jets next week, honestly. That pass rush is really formidable for them, especially. Yeah, they beat your Steelers. They are a very formidable squad, man. Robert Saleh is doing a phenomenal job with them. I have nothing but high praises to sing the Jets, except for their uniforms. All right, we are back. But yeah, last 2 times the Jets have come to Denver, they've gotten shut out. I definitely don't see that happening this time. The Jets are definitely impressive. All right, we are back. Chargers begin. First down and 10. From the 28-yard line. Handoff here is to Austin Eckler. He's got a nice burst, and Eckler's got an 11-yard gain out to the 39-yard line. Nice running by Austin Eckler. Things are starting to shift the wrong way for the Broncos here. The momentum's starting to get up and head to the other sideline. Broncos really need to get their stuff in gear right now. That's bringing up first down and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Herbert in the gun drops back, slings it underneath to Josh Palmer, and Palmer surges forward. He's got about 5 yards. That's going to be up second out and 5. Yeah, Chargers have gone on 2 long extended drives the past 2 times. Owen, I hope so, buddy. That's what I'm depending on here. We're depending on them charging. Steelers do have a good uniform. Eckler cuts it out, and he gets to the 50-yard line, and a flag flies. That is a hold on the Chargers, hopefully. Denver says it is. What say you, Ron Torbert? Hold indeed. It's on the tight end, Trey McKitty for the Chargers. Yep. Got some shoulder pads there on Jonathan Cooper, it looks like. Good call. It's going to back up the Chargers. Again, it's been a very flag-happy game so far. Yeah, man, we got to hold on here. If we could get off the field here, that'd be huge. It's 2nd and 15 now, following that 10-yard holding penalty. Herbert in the gun. Rolling out to his right, slings it underneath. Palmer's got a nice catch, and he gets popped by Kareem Jackson about 2 yards short of the line to gain. And this is a big 3rd down here for the Denver defense. Yeah, I really think Saleh's a good coach. I'm really impressed with what he's done, both as a DC and as a head coach. And Eckler gets the 1st down up to the midfield stripe. And the Chargers are going on another extended drive here. Denver needs to get the hell off the field. Here is a play action throw and way over the head of everybody. There's a little bit of flag downfield, and now there's a flag in the backfield. Herbert went down. This might be roughing the passer. Bradley Chubb's not happy. It's probably going to be against him. Damn. Let's see. Let's see. First of all, he's getting held. Second of all, come on! What are we doing? How is that roughing the passer? That's still soft. Come on. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line now, all the way in Denver territory. Herbert on the rollout, throws and completes. Josh Palmer's had a hell of a game. Josh Palmer down the sideline. Palmer is inside the 15-yard line and makes Damari Mathis miss. He's having a rough game. Yeah, man, that was a bad call. That was a bad call, Mark. All right, let's see where they spot the ball. We'll see where the Palmer went out of bounds here. They're going to spot it all the way back in the 21. And another extended drive by the Chargers. It's Sony Michel. Michel to the 15. He gets 6. Yeah, I agree, Jets Show. I mean, he's had a pretty good start so far in this game. If that can continue, but the rest of the team continues to just shoot themselves in the foot. It's not going to help. Under center is Herbert. It's an offset I formation, and the handoff is to Michel again. They've been riding him pretty hard. He gets to the 12, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 here. And you know this is probably 4-down territory here for Los Angeles. They get in the gun. Here is Herbert. He throws, and it's batted at the line and incomplete. And you know the Chargers are probably going to go for it here. That's Brandon Staley's MO. Great play there by Deshaun Williams batting that one down. And they're instead going to trot out Hopkins to try to tie the game. Dealing with his quad injury. It's going to be a 31-yard try, less than an extra point here for Dustin Hopkins. He's already made an extra point since getting hurt. Snap good, kick good. Just barely. Hopkins knocks that one through. And he is still sore. And it's getting a little chippy down there. Mike Purcell getting a little heated there with some Chargers. And we have a tied game, 13-13 with 9 minutes 08 left in the second half. Or in the third quarter, excuse me. Yeah, Denver's had some good moments in this game, but there have also been moments where they need to improve. Still a toss-up, tied game. This is anyone's ball game at this point. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those emotional roller coaster kind of games, man. God, that was such a bad roughing the passer call. This is why roughing the passer needs to be reviewable. Come on. Yeah, he went to the head and neck area, but come on. Really? Hell, I'd argue Jalen Hurts was taking some hits last night that were even worse than that, and they weren't called. 107 yards and penalties, most of them questionable. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. There were definitely a couple there that were justified, but the others were absolutely questionable. In the day and age of technology, we rely too much on human judgment and in football judging, and it's hard because you see way too many blown calls like that. Obviously, there are some that are going to be subjective no matter what, but there are others that are pretty damn clear when you replay it, and oh, man. The way that the NFL goes about officiating is definitely frustrating. All right, we are back. J.K. Scott looks to be handling the kickoff chores for the rest of the evening for the Chargers. And that'll be over the head of Washington for a touchback. Broncos begin 1st and 10 from their own 25. 9 minutes 08 left in the third quarter, and here is the Broncos' new ownership group. Rob Walton, Greg Penner, Kerry Walton Penner, and Formula One driver Sir Lewis Hamilton. Taking in the action here at SoFi. Looks like a big old glass of Merlot there for Rob Walton. Looks like Hamilton's rocking that Voss water, the superior water. We need to pull off a win, D-Rock. We need to pull off a win. And this is the best time for the Broncos to show who they really are. I agree, Alfonso. Play action. Wilson down the middle, and it's nearly intercepted. It was underthrown, looking for Judy. Looks like Russ and Judy may not have been on the same page there. Yeesh. Yeah, Russ, it looks like he thought he had a one-on-one matchup there, and still, it's not a great throw nonetheless. I don't know if he expected Judy to break inside or what. 2nd and 10, handoff goes to Murray. He gets 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Back at the 29-yard line, and Denver really needs to move the ball here. Lack of third down conversions have really hurt us so far. We really need to get a conversion here. Murray stays on the field here for this 3rd and 6 play. They also bring Andrew Beck on. We're going to make it 3rd and 5. It's manageable. It's a long 5, though. Here's Russ. Quick snap. Throws. That is Sutton, and it looks like he's going to be... Let's see where they spot it. It looks like they're going to give it to him. They gave the Chargers a generous spot earlier. It looks like they're going to give us a good spot, and they're going to give us first down. It was right at the line to gain. Looks like they gave him a generous spot again. Right there. That's close. They hurry it up. Handoff. Murray. Murray looking for a block from Wilson, and Murray gets it and is able to get 7 yards from that. Good run there by Latavius Murray with some nice blocking. Took a little bit of time to get going, but once it developed, that turned into a really nice run. It's going to be up a 2nd and 4. From the 41-yard line, Murray gets it again, and Murray's got another first down for a 5-yard gain. Across the 45 to the 46-yard line, and Murray's looking good. And former Charger Melvin Gordon continues to ride the bench. Looks like Nathaniel Hackett is going to ride the hot hand here at running back, and thus far the hot hand has been Latavius Murray. Let's see if we can continue to establish the run. They give it to Murray again, and this time he only gets a yard. Good tackle by the big run stuffer, Sebastian Joseph Day. Came over from the Rams. Clock ticking, 6.5 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I agree, Jet Show. That was a really good pickup. After we lost Javonte Williams for the season, Murray had a really good game for the Saints in London against the Vikings, and so hopefully he can continue that momentum here in Denver. 2nd and 9. 3 receivers set to the left side. Wilson's in trouble. He spins out of it. Wilson just has to heave it off his back foot away. Tranquil was giving pressure, and Wilson didn't have anywhere to go, so he just has to get rid of it. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Broncos. All right, 3rd down and 9 here from the 47. Wilson alone in the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Wilson is going down. That had no chance in hell. Derwin James came as free rusher. And you are not going to stop that. And that is going to bring up a punt situation for Denver. Not great. Not great at all. That play had absolutely no chance. Latavius Murray comes completely unblocked, or Derwin James comes completely unblocked on this one. Look at this. That's tough. You cannot have free rushers like that. That's tough. DeAndre Carter returns it down to about the 30-yard line. Chargers going to have pretty good field position to start it off. And the Denver Broncos are starting to crumble like cookies. Cannot let Derwin James come as a free rusher, dude. The play is going to have no chance. That's really frustrating. That is really frustrating. That sucks. And now you can kind of start to feel the wheels coming off bit for the Broncos here. It's not good. Defense is going to have to come up huge here. We could really use a defensive score right about now. Man, this offense is so frustrating to watch. First of all, I don't know if that was on Russell Wilson or the offensive line. I don't know if Russ needed to slide the protection there. I don't know what the deal was there, but that's just bad execution. It's bad execution. You can't let Derwin James come as a free rusher on a play. Anytime that happens, bad things are going to happen. Yeah. I'd really be interested to know who's responsible for that because, yeah, I don't know if Cushenberry's in charge of sliding the protection or if Russ is, but either way, they clearly were not on the same page because Russ had no idea. And, oh, God. The regression from this offensive line is frustrating. It really is. Because at least last year they were a somewhat competent unit. This year it's just absolutely... It just gives you a headache watching bad offensive line play like that. Because if you have bad offensive line play, you're not going to win football games. Alrighty.
And they have not really been able to build much.
We are back.
Except for that big play before the half. They got the field goal, but nothing so far in the second half.
I thought they started, so much of offensive football.
First down and 10. Herbert in the gun. Underneath he goes, and a big hit. Big hit there by K'Wan Williams. Incomplete pass, but it was a big hit by K'Wan Williams, not Damari Mathis.
Let's see, Mathis or Williams?
That was Williams.
Williams out there. And
whew, he absolutely lays the lumber.
Looked like he might have had a shot at a pick.
Yeah.
DeAndre Carter, he's out there.
DeAndre Carter out there trying to block, and that just was a whiff by him.
On K'Wan Williams, he's unable to. K'Wan Williams, I've always liked him. He's a heck of a nickel
Three receiver
player.
set for the Chargers. Second down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
5 years with a 49er.
Quick drop back. Herbert fires, and that is Sony Michel, and he is spun down after a 4-yard gain. Alex Singleton with the hit. And that is going to bring up a third down and 5. Yeah, that was a huge hit.
For 12 tonight. Compared to the Broncos, 3 for 8.
K'Wan Williams absolutely brought the lumber on that one.
If Evero does anything here to get after Herbert.
Broncos defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero. Let's see what he dials up here on third down and 5. 4.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. And Denver jumps off sides. Baron Browning jumps. Let's see who they get.
I thought it was going to be a free play.
Yep.
There's a call.
It's on Denver.
Which was on infraction. Defense, number 56.
Baron Browning jumps off sides and gifts the Chargers. Still third down. Yep. Gotta stay disciplined, buddy. Gotta watch the ball.
Neutral zone.
You think you have that silent snap count timed out, but
easier, didn't it? A lot easier.
Now it's a 3rd and 1.
Less than half
I wouldn't be surprised if we have a quarterback sneak here. Herbert kills the play at the line. Here is Michel. He picks up the first down.
Gets the first down.
And looks like another extended drive coming here for the Chargers. Gotta freaking love it.
To pick up 3rd and inches.
Yeah, Mark, that's the mark of this Denver Broncos team. They shoot themselves in the foot. They're undisciplined, and that's what ultimately costs them football games. It's frustrating as hell to watch as a fan. As both a fan and an analyst of this team, it is so frustrating to watch. Play clock ticking inside 10 here. 5, 4, they just get it off. Herbert slings it, and it is caught. Donald Parham working on K'Wan Williams, and he is a little slow to get up. Parham makes the catch and may have landed on the football.
Yeah, we talked about just how big
Pretty big hit there. It's K'Wan Williams again.
You just put it out there and let him use his body And it's just
and that's another first down for the Chargers.
To make a play on the ball. Plus, he runs really well for a guy his size. He
and you can start to feel the air coming out of the balloon for the
big,
Broncos.
That's pretty impressive.
From the 47-yard line of Denver, Herbert's under center and hands it off to Eckler. Eckler surges forward. He just gets 2.
Chargers trail 10-0 after the first quarter. They have the ball here, looking for their first lead of the night.
2nd down and 7.
They just brought in Xander Horvath, number 40.
And looks like the Chargers going with some heavy personnel here. They've got the fullback in.
Put him in the backfield. They do here.
Mike Williams been pretty quiet tonight. He has been on Sertan Island.
He's right here.
This is 2nd and 7. Here comes some pressure here. Herbert's getting flushed, and he's got to zing it, and it is incomplete. Looking for Austin Eckler, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Chargers. Denver really needs to get off the field here. Big 3rd down. Big 3rd down. Got 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. We really need to get off. We really need to get off the field.
The timing of that was pretty good. The fact that they lost Caden Stearns, who
exactly,
really
super
good.
nice guy.
2 interceptions in that game.
That's how they kill us. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Being unable to go to be able to get, what many believe.
And that's what happens when your run defense sucks.
Was good timing.
Here comes some more pressure. Herbert steps into it, fires. Carter's got the first down. Working against K'Wan Williams, and DeAndre Carter's able to extend for a first down, and the drive continues for the Chargers. Yep, and that's exactly what's starting to happen here. We're unable to get off the field on defense, and that's ultimately what's going to kill us. Russell Wilson's playing pretty well.
I've been impressed.
For once, you can't really blame the offense for this one. This is defense needs to get off the field.
Boy, it's nice when you get a guy who you think
Chargers are really kind of testing that play clock a little bit here. It's already inside 5. They may need to burn a timeout here. They just get it off. Palmer makes the catch on a little screen, and he is dumped. He gets a 2-yard gain, and once again, Alex Singleton is there. He has had a hell of a game.
They'll be a better football team offensively when they get Keenan Allen back because of the work that these young receivers are doing.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, Mark. It feels like there's no heart. It feels like there's no discipline.
Tonight,
it's like,
sounds like he'll
come on. You gotta.
For their next game.
I don't know. It's frustrating.
Trying to be careful.
It's really, really frustrating.
It's not something that lingers throughout the season.
Well, they have a home game against Seattle.
Oh, my nose is so dry. Jesus Christ.
Second
Another blitz. They've been really blitz happy here. Herbert flushed, and he's just got to throw that one away. Austin Eckler falls down.
DJ Jones. Now 3rd down and 8, and not to just beat this up.
Defense really needs another stop.
Yeah, really good. I mean, really good. They were not very good. I mean, that's the thing that's interesting about that.
Got 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
On 3rd down.
Big 3rd down and 8 here.
Was really good.
Chargers are already in field goal range. Or maybe not, considering Hopkins' injury, actually. That's something you may need to take into account here if you're the Chargers. Herbert, he just has to dump it to Michelle. Michelle is down about 2 yards short. A little bit of a shorter field goal attempts, and let's see. Yeah, looks like Staley's going to go for it.
I mean, as soon as he catches the football, he gets north and south to try to give himself the best possible chance of getting the first down. He comes up short,
Chargers don't have to snap this here before the other side of the quarter. Let's see what they do.
We're going to forego a potential 3 points and a lead.
They're not snapping this yet. No.
Like that 4th down try, if it does,
this will happen on the other side of the quarter. 13-13.
4th down when we come back.
Denver's defense is starting to crumble.
Tie game.
Tie game. Grid rating coming? I think so. I believe so, Hatter's House. All right. This is a tight game, ladies and gentlemen. This is a really tight game. Let's go, Grid Raid. Let's go. Welcome in, everyone. Hello. Denver Broncos fans and NFL fans alike, welcome into Denver Broncos Syndicate. You have come at the right time, man. This game is getting really tight. I'm nervous, man. We got a 13-13 ball game. Grid Raid, let's go. Welcome in Hollywood 80, Missouri Sports Network. Inez Richards, Sir Ken, Rick H, Curtis, Ricky Cade, Nick, Thomas, Kalen, excuse me. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. Grid Raid, but go Chiefs. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, man, we're currently in a commercial break. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter here. Denver overall offense has played pretty well. Defense, they just haven't been able to get off the field late in the second quarter and into the third quarter, and that's been really tough. We're going to really need to tighten up here in this fourth quarter if we're going to have a chance, man. It's going to come down to the wire. It's awesome to see all the different fan bases in here. Looks like we got reps from Chiefs Kingdom, Lions Pride, Niner Gang. Everyone's in here. That is awesome to see. All right, guys, we're back. Fourth quarter. Got to take a deep breath.
We are about to start the fourth quarter. 4th down and 2. For the LA Chargers, they will go for it. No shocker.
All right.
It's just the way Brandon Staley has done things in his year plus as head coach.
Go. We got some Bucks fans. We got some Eagles fans in here.
This is a toss-up, 50-50, but that assumes.
All right, big 4th and 2 here. Let's see what the Chargers decide to do. They're going. They come out in 11 personnel. Herbert's in the shotgun. Michelle to his right. Herbert lifting that leg with that silent snap count. Dropping back, looking, and it's broken up! Broken up by Damari Mathis! Mathis has been tested all game. He's had a rough day, but that was a big play. You know that one feels good for him, and the Broncos take over on downs. UTEP hockey, there you go. I'm originally from Las Cruces, New Mexico, so that same general area. Not an Aggies fan, though. Definitely not an Aggies fan. I'm a CU Buffs fan all the way. Oh, that was a big play by Damari Mathis, man. Yep, he's had a rough night, but he's been able to keep his composure and comes up with a really big play in a key situation, and now Denver takes over at their own 29-yard line. 2 tight ends set to the right side. Russell under center with Murray in the backfield. Latavius gets the call, and he swings forward. He's got about 4. Murray has run really well tonight. From Denver, but live in sea chicken territory. Ooh, that must be rough, especially right now. Ooh, yeah, that must not be fun.
His Broncos take over. Well, it's really
I imagine Seattle's a nice place to live, though. I've heard good things about the city. All right, 2nd and 6. Russ, quick drop back, fires, and that is complete. A little bit high, but Judy reels it in. He's got a first down. Tackle made by Asante Samuel, but not before Judy swings forward and gets a first down. 7-yard gain for number 10.
Well, that missed 4th down sets Denver up with pretty nice field position.
Broncos need to take some time off the clock here.
Get anything out of it, like you said.
You know, and I didn't have an issue with the Seattle fan base until now. I mean, the way that they're handling this trade is it's difficult to deal with. It really is. That's ridiculous, getting your home egged just because you're a rival fan. Ooh, good break up there. That was Michael Davis for the Chargers. Nice play there. That was nearly a pick. He was all over Cortland Sutton on that one. He undercuts it and nearly was in position for the pick. Still a good play, though. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Plays, if you're able to pick up a first down, come back to that exact same formation and set. See if you can't, run a double move out and up. On Davis.
899 subs. Let's go. One more from 900. Let's get it. 2nd and 10. Wilson rolling out to the left side. He takes it off, and he gets to the midfield stripe. They're going to mark him about a yard short of the line to gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd down coming up.
I don't know if they're going to risk quarterback sneaking it here with Wilson's injured shoulder, so it's maybe Latavius Murray time here on 3rd and short.
The outside area for Russell to take it, and Russell does the right thing, doesn't slide, got as much out of it as he could, came up just short.
Playing with that torn lat.
Well, 3rd and 1, and we get in the shotgun. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this. Wilson takes the snap, gives it to Murray. No, he keeps it. It's a read option. Wilson's got 1st and more, and he slides down at about the 41. That was a good play call. Read option play. Russell Wilson does it with his legs. You're just reading the defensive end. Looks like Khalil Mack. He crashes in to defend the run, so Russell Wilson pulls it out and keeps it himself. I disagree with Troy here. I think this was a read option play. I don't think that was a keeper all the way, but good read by Russ nonetheless. 1st and 10. 11 personnel for the Broncos. A little stacked formation to the right side. Murray, and he's stuffed. Yeesh. Austin Johnson, the big boy there for the Chargers, gets home. Murray runs into a wall.
He's right in the middle.
Yeah, Wilson needs to. Wilson's looking to win it here, man. Whew. Got to take some time off this clock. Can't keep finding yourself in 2nd and 3rd and long, though, because eventually your luck's going to run out with those. Play clock ticking inside 10. Wilson keeps it again, another read option. And this time he gets about 3. Bringing up about a 3rd and 8.
First quarter, couldn't have done any better. Spread it all over the place, did Russell Wilson. But just 4 for 13 since for 69 yards.
Yeah, Broncos been victimized. A couple of missed throws.
3rd and long here, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, 4 for 13 cents. He'd like to be 5 for 14 after this one because they need it if they're going to come away with any points.
Big 3rd and 9 here. Broncos maybe need to just worry about getting into field goal range at this point. You can't take a sack. Can't take a sack. Throw it away, Russ. Get rid of it. Run. Just shovels it. Oh, shit. Oh, that's an incomplete pass. Ooh. Well, there's our first curse of the stream. Oh, God.
Pass incomplete.
At the end of this play, Russell Wilson, he takes a pretty good hit. Looked like
Russell.
He was going to be done right there.
And man.
Right at the end of this, as he gets rid of the ball.
Jeez.
Pretty good hit.
That's tough. And you're probably not in field goal range there, so just look to try to pin this Chargers offense back deep. That's rough. Fair catch, a little short knuckleballer, and that's going to walk him up to about the 17. 22-yard punt, not great. Yeah, our punter's been pretty inconsistent to this point, and that was a rough missed opportunity there for the Broncos. That's one that they had to have. That's one that they had to have. Defense was able to get off the field, and that's tough. That's tough. God, this game is an emotional roller coaster, man. It really is. Yeah, as Marcus Whitman from That Franchise Guy says, the refs have sucked tonight, but in fairness, it's been pretty bad on both sides. At least not one side's getting all the calls. Still, though, you want better. You really do, especially from NFL officials. And God, Russ took a hit on that one that probably should have been called too. Yeah, it's got to be what it's like watching the Steelers, Mark, because the Steelers have the tendency to do some of the same crap that the Broncos do. They back themselves into tough situations that they shouldn't, and when they should win a game hands down, they end up backing themselves into a situation where they shoot themselves in the foot. All right, we're back.
Week 7 Monday Night Football.
Oh God, this game.
Patriots at 8 Eastern on ESPN and the app, and Peyton and Eli are back on ESPN2. Bears will have that extra time to get ready for New England. They played the Thursday night game and a loss at home to Washington, and the Patriots will be coming off their effort in a win over Cleveland.
Taking the time this last
right.
weekend off for this one pretty well. Yeah, he was there in Knoxville.
Defense, if we could get a score here defensively, that would be massive.
Did you say cigars?
Yeah, cigars.
Cigars.
That was a great game.
Wow.
What a scene that was.
Fun to watch.
1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Herbert in trouble, zings it, passes, tipped and intercepted! Intercepted by Baron Browning! And he shovels it! Why the hell did he do that? What the fuck? Why did he... Oh, I don't mean... Oh, why? Okay, Denver got onto it. And that's swear number 2. Oh my God. Baron Browning with the tipped interception, and I don't know why the hell he decided to lateral that. Oh, I don't know why he decided to lateral that, but still it ended up working out all good. That's Denver ball. Big play. Let's go. That was a heart attack. Jesus Christ, that was a heart attack. Tipped by K'Wan Williams. Barron intercepts it. Next time, just go down. Don't. Oh, he just fumbled it. Dude. Oh, that was an up, a down, and an up emotionally for me. I agree, Mark. Ah! Oh my God. I try not to swear on these streams, but moments like that, it just comes out. Oh my God.
It looked like K'Wan Williams got his hands in there as the pass was intended for.
That was a big play, baby. Big play. That was an emotional roller coaster. Big play. We need to score right now. 30-yard line of the Chargers. 1st and 10. Russell's under center. Handoff. And that's only going to be a 1-yard gain for Mike Boone.
Lisa was talking to us during the break about running back Melvin Gordon, who has remained frustrated.
Oh man, Mark, that gave me a heart attack. And Melvin Gordon continuing to ride the bench. This dude is just in the doghouse. Yep.
And basically out of this game as the Broncos have gone with Boone and Latavius Murray.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was Boone's first carry on the night. So that's the rotation.
Oh God, that play was an emotional roller coaster.
Murray, he got a little something.
2nd and 9.
For the most part, the ground game
from the 29-yard line of the Chargers. Wilson in the shotgun, looking. It's a screen from Mike Boone. He gets nearly tackled in the backfield, but he's able to surge forward, and he gets 5 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and manageable for the Broncos here. You'd really like to see him convert here. We need to get 7. I'll take 3, but we really need 7. 900 subs. Let's get it. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who've shown your support. I really appreciate it, guys. 900 subscribers. That is so huge. And what's also huge is this 3rd down. It's 3rd and 6. Wilson in trouble. Wilson looking. Wilson is sacked. Tranquil gets there, and that's going to bring up a field goal try. Wilson didn't like what he had downfield, and eventually Drew Tranquil was able to get home. Ah, that's so frustrating.
And Russell's
We
able
get
to
the
get
turnover
and they
and
don't contain, but here comes Trent.
Ah!
Down. And so a loss of yardage.
So this is going to be a 48-yard attempt here for Brandon McManus. We really needed a touchdown there. McManus is good. Barely. Broncos 16, Chargers 13, 8 minutes, 21 seconds left. We really needed a touchdown there, but I will take the 3. Whew. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This game is an emotional roller coaster. Crispy Bacon, what's up? Yeah, 3's better than 0 for sure, but yeah, that's still a tough one, man. You really wanted a touchdown there. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate it. Just need 100 more to finally hit that 1,000 mark. Man. Got a feeling with the Chargers dealing with kicker injuries, that's going to play a factor here. Defense really needs to get another stop. They've played pretty well so far. They had a pretty rough second quarter, but they've gotten their stuff together here in the third and fourth. Man, I'm nervous. I am nervous. All right. Well, at this point, it sure looks like Latavius Murray is now the Broncos' lead back in only his first game. Melvin Gordon looks like he's riding the bench. Hopefully, I think we're going to need some big runs from Murray here in this fourth quarter. First, we got to get the ball back. We're back.
Standing there next to Mike Williams, who has been targeted, Troy, just 3 times tonight.
Yeah, none here in this second half. Pat Surtain has traveled with him throughout this game, and he's just locked him down. Justin Herbert just has not.
And this offense is too inconsistent.
Not given him opportunities, and as I said earlier, I think Pat Surtain is a great player. And
unfortunately, I have to agree with you, nice guy.
But I do think that that's a good matchup between those two, and Mike Williams.
That's the risk you take when you take a wide receiver in the first round. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they flop.
He has been one-on-one throughout.
Judy has the talent. It just seems like mentally he's never been able to put it together. It's a shame.
When Surtain, as a rookie, had 2 fourth-quarter interceptions against the
eventually, though, potential has to turn into production.
A 28-13 win in Week 12. Pat's dad, Patrick, 3-time Pro Bowl corner with Miami.
Alrighty, first down and 10. We really need the defense to get off the field here.
And he is, if he's not already, rapidly becoming a shutdown player.
He has it all.
We need to preserve this lead. First down and 10.
He has speed.
Herbert is in the gun, back to his left. That is Eckler, and Eckler gets the call. Eckler swung down by Draymond Jones, but that might be a face mask. Is there a flag? There is. That's a face mask on Draymond Jones. Shooting themselves in the foot. Broncos are killing themselves.
Sure looked like face mask.
That was a face mask. It was on Draymond Jones.
Face mask. Defense, number 93.
Ugh. Yeah, Mark, we need defense, but we don't need the defense to shoot themselves in the foot. Don't stand there looking all dumbfounded, Draymond. We all saw it. There it is, right there. It's as clear as day, face mask. Stupid penalties. Stupid, 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 stupid.
That moves the ball out across the 40 to the 42. 6th penalty of the game on the Denver
First and 10 from the 42-yard line. 8 penalties by the Broncos, most penalized team in the league.
Simmons able to get him down.
Gerald Everett gets the catch, and he's got close to a first down. About 9-yard gain there. They're going to mark him a little bit short.
Not an easy play for Williams to be able to make that tackle on Gerald Everett.
Oh, man.
Once Gerald Everett catches this ball, I mean, this is a big man, 240, 245 pounds, and then there's no one else back there. So if you miss that tackle, that's a pretty big play.
This is starting to not look good, guys. 2nd and 1.
Eckler on
Defense is starting to crumble, but there you go. That's a good play. Deshaun Williams stopping him a little bit. No, I don't know. That looks to be short by me. That looks to be short. Let's see where they spot it. Refs have been pretty generous with the spots tonight. And let's see where they put it. I wouldn't be surprised if they call for a measurement here. Looks to be a little bit short. It's going to be 4th and inches. Or 3rd and inches, excuse me. What's up, athlete?
Another close game for the Denver Broncos.
3rd and 1. Eckler's or Michelle's got it. Sony Michel misses some tackles. And a good run there by Sony Michel. Gain of 6. Flag down. Flag down, though. Flag down. Let's see. This might be on Denver. This might be on Denver.
Looks like we got a man down as well as they sort through this penalty.
That's Will Clapp.
Oh, and Chargers have their center down.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 98.
God, they get Mike Purcell for an unnecessary roughness call. And then Chargers looks like they may have lost their center on this one. Their backup center, Will Clapp. So he's being helped off.
Brendan Hymus at center. And here is the hit on the boundary.
Thank you. Thank you, athlete.
Player, and the defensive man goes into him. Late hit.
Come on, Purcell. You got to stay disciplined, dude.
Is going to have to come out. Brendan Hymus.
Yeah, at least the Avalanche won, seriously.
In a 3-point game.
This game isn't over either, but Broncos sure as hell aren't making it easy on themselves, and looks like we're going on to injury timeout. Oh, God, this team makes it so hard. Like, come on, that's just a stupid penalty. That's just dumb. It's just dumb. He's already tackled. You don't need to drive yourself into him late. What are you doing, dude? Come on. Oh, God, man. There are times that this team just really gives you a headache. It's just a stupid penalty, man. Come on. 141 yards on penalties. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. As much crap as I gave Vic Fangio for time management and just overall other coaching blunders, one thing that you can give his team was they were disciplined. You didn't see stupid penalties like this nearly as often as you do with Hackett. This team can't tackle. This team has got a long way to go. And with Russell Wilson only declining in his play. Oh, God. It's so tough when you have a team that's undisciplined, poorly coached, and at the end of the day, lacks talent in a lot of key spots. We're back. Chargers center Will Clapp being helped off the field. That doesn't look good for him.
Needs a lot of help getting off. Not sure exactly
that's definitely
what happened,
tough.
if he's woozy or if it was something along the lines of a leg injury, but it does not look good with him needing a lot
seriously,
of help
the way the Jets have been playing, there's no way.
So Brendan Hymus, who's played only on special teams
Herbert
this year, takes over at center.
He dumps it underneath. Eckler gets stonewalled. Alex Singleton, he has had a hell of a game.
When you start shuffling the deck like that along that offense,
That is really good to see. Someone who has really struggled at times in Alex Singleton, really coming into his own in that role tonight in place of the injured Josie Jewell.
You're taking a guy who hasn't played one very much, and then you're moving him to
Oh, boy. 2nd and 13. That definitely helps a little bit.
At the NFL level anyway.
Chargers have a highly inexperienced center in, so let's see if we can exploit that matchup. We sure can. Here comes Draymond Jones with some pressure. Herbert's got to take off, and he slides after a gain of about 5. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and see if we can at least hold him to 3 here. If we can hold him to 3, then the clock's in our favor. We can go down and kick a game-winning field goal. Hopefully Hackett manages the clock in a better manner than he did in Seattle. First, though, we got to get off the field. It's 3rd down and 8.
How the snaps and how the offensive line comes off.
This could be a really opportune time here for a bad snap from this rookie center. Good snap there. And the pressure. Herbert gets it away, and it's incomplete. And a freaking flag! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Mathis again. They're going to get him for his 4th of the night.
Could be number 4 on 27.
You're kidding me! Come on! Really? Really?
And the 7th first down for the Chargers by penalty.
7 first downs by penalty. There's no way you're going to win with that.
You see the grab. He's got the left
Ah!
and that's what the call is. Then he comes in after, even before the couple times.
I think it might be time to get Mathis out of there.
So it's
dude's having a little bit of a rough go of it in his baptism by fire. He's had a couple good plays, but 4 pass interference penalties you can't live with. Eckler, he gets 4. And a flag that might back him up. There are 2 flags down. That's on the Chargers. Trying not to cuss, but thank you know what.
Got a lot on his mind trying to get the snap back to Herbert.
And that's on the rookie Hymas. Or I guess Hymas' second-year guy, but didn't see any playing time in his rookie season, so this is really Brandon Hymas' baptism by fire.
You know, here you are thinking about, you know, your assignment, and you haven't played, but
this is so frustrating. We have had so many opportunities, and we just keep shooting ourselves in the freaking foot. First and 20 all the way at the 25. Pressure. Herbert gets it. Eckler makes the first, gets it across the 20 to about 17. He gets 8. We really need to hold him to a field goal here.
It got called back because of a penalty.
We cannot let the Chargers get in the end zone.
That was a staple with Don.
We can hold him to a field goal. We'll be in an ideal situation to go down and kick a game winner. If they get in the end zone here, it might be sayonara. This team is so frustrating. This team is so frustrating. Herbert, underneath, and it's dropped. Eckler, thank God. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 12. That is a good situation for Denver.
And again, Dustin Hopkins bothered by a right leg.
Again, got to remember, of course, Charger kicker Dustin Hopkins is lame. Looks like he's got a wrap on that quad. They're already in pretty close range here, but still something to monitor. Hopkins is definitely sore, you can tell. 3rd down and 12, though. Denver looks like they're showing pressure. They're coming. Pressure. Denver. Herbert holds it, and it is incomplete. Herbert holds it. Herbert floats it, and it's incomplete. Oh, this game. It's giving me heart palpitations. Now 4th down. Here comes Dustin Hopkins.
4 times now the Chargers have gotten inside the Denver 30. been unable to pound it into the end zone, and the 3 previous trips have come away with just 6
And this
points.
is going to be another short one for him. He's made both of his tries from 37 and 31. This one will be from 35. Hopkins is good. And we have a tied game. 3 minutes, 58 seconds left. We need to go down, kick a game-winning field goal. We need Hackett to manage this clock properly, and we need it done now. We cannot let the Chargers get the ball back. Hopkins still in pain. Yep, I agree, nice guy. Absolutely. We cannot have a repeat of what happened in Seattle, though. There's no way we can be depending on trying a game-winning field goal from 64 yards. Oh, I had to mute that. Oh, boy, we got to win this game, guys. This is do or die for our season. We got to win this game. Broncos keep making it so hard on themselves. Whew. Man. Gotta keep taking those deep breaths. Oh, I agree. We certainly could be the Raiders. Getting the full Josh McDaniels experience on that one. You'll love to see it. Raiders fans. Oh, but we got Devontae Adams. Yeah, it doesn't matter. When your coaching sucks, your offensive line sucks, and your defensive line sucks. Oh, and your secondary also sucks. Did I mention that? Freaking Raiders. Oh, boy. Nerve-wracking, man. This is nerve-wracking. We are back.
73 games within 8 points in the fourth quarter. Check. And 56 games have been decided by 8 points or less. Right now we're tied at 16.
All right.
And Russell Wilson will have.
We need a game-winning drive here. Cannot let the Chargers see the ball again.
Each side with 3 timeouts.
And their car is old and broken down.
Broncos 2-3 taking on the 3-2 LA Chargers.
Okay.
J.K. Scott, the punter, has had no
Here's
problem.
J.K. Scott. He's been handling the kickoff chores since Hopkins got hurt.
Bombs it out of the back of the end zone, and we'll welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. Joe Buck along with the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman, and I'm excited to see how Russell Wilson plays. It's laid out there for him in a tie game fourth quarter.
Oh, boy.
We've seen this before. Now, the first half went great for him. This offense just hasn't done much of anything here in the second half. But these are the games when Russell Wilson, in these moments, just
this is what we paid Russell Wilson for. This is why he's here.
Against the wall here over the last couple of weeks and how things have gone. And this is usually when he
First and 10. Less than 4 minutes to go in the game.
Some of that Russ magic here tonight.
Yeah, he's just
we need some of that Russ magic.
That 10 for 10 first quarter. And that last graphic.
Murray, nice run. Latavius Murray with a 14-yard gain to start out. Good way to start the drive. If we can get this run game going, that'll certainly help us out in this drive. Get some time off this clock and get in position to kick a game-winning field goal. First and 10, I'd go right back to Murray.
That's what you'd love to do, is be able to run the ball, keep the.
Come on, let's give another tote for Latavius.
Score the winning points without any time left.
That's what they do. Murray surging forward, he gets about 4.
Melvin Gordon firmly planted on the sideline.
That's exactly what you want. Just get that run game going. Take some time off this clock. Do not let the Chargers get the football back.
would have thought that based on what they had seen from the Chargers, that
Melvin Gordon on the sideline looking pretty despondent.
Runs because of all the big plays the Chargers have given up.
Someone I wouldn't be surprised maybe entertain some moves at the trade deadline with him. If we can kick the field goal with 0 seconds on the clock, it'll be enough, super nice guy. Just got to score one more point than them, obviously. Russ in trouble. He's got to get rid of this ball. Russ just throws it away, thank God. Now it's 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
And the Chargers come out, they play man, and you just look across the board at these receivers. There's just really nowhere.
Hey, man, I'll just take a win. I don't care how it comes. I'll just take a win.
He wanted to get the ball out quick, but they've struggled at times when I've watched them versus man coverage and really.
All right, 3rd and 6. It's got to be 4 down territory here. And Russ is going to call timeout.
Timeout taken by.
Going to go over and discuss with Hackett what they want to do here.
They have 2 left. 34 career game-winning drives in the 4th quarter or overtime.
Time to make it 35.
Since Russell Wilson came in as a 3rd-round
Time to make
pick
it 35.
by the Seattle Seahawks, was immediately installed as the starter by Pete Carroll.
A little conversation there. Hackett and the quarterbacks.
They were in the Super Bowl.
Clint Kubiak over there as well.
Winners the next season.
Big 3rd and 6 here.
And we've seen them. We saw Peyton Manning come to Denver. We saw Tom Brady, of course, go to Tampa Bay, and Russell Wilson now with Denver. And regardless of whatever your resume is, you have a certain level of respect when you arrive. But
all right, big 3rd down and 6.
All over again to those guys in that new locker room. And this drive here is a chance for Russell Wilson.
Chargers showing some pressure here. The way our offensive line has been blocking, this isn't good. Here comes Wilson right away. He gets sacked. Not even a chance to set his feet. Free rusher. Now Broncos have to punt. It's terrible. Another unblocked free rusher.
And leave this guy here uncovered. Instead, Tranquil has a free shot.
Right up the middle. I don't know what the hell Dalton Reisner's doing. Oh my God, you've got to pick that blitz up. You've got to pick that up. Now a crappy punt here by Corliss Waitman. This will be down to the 25. Terrible punt.
The new long snapper. That was the 4th sack.
Oh!
For the Chargers, by Tranquil. LA has the ball. Tie game.
Oh, damn, dude. That sucks. 3 timeouts, the 2-minute warning, and plenty of time. Yep, and pretty good field position considering. This team. This team, it's so frustrating. This team never was a quarterback away. This team has never been a quarterback away. Can't keep shooting yourselves in the foot. This is a classic game of the Broncos beating the Broncos. Defense is going to need to come up big here. You have to wonder there if Russ isn't picking up the blitz. I don't know who's in charge of that, but oh God. This Personnel issues are haunting us, man. This offensive line is... Oh, my God. This offensive line's a joke, first of all. This offensive line has been worse than what Russ has had to deal with in Seattle. And that was his main reasoning behind leaving Seattle.
In the ball game, at least in regulation.
God.
And the Chargers
even if we pull this one out and win it somehow, we don't deserve to win this game. Hell no.
The fourth quarter in overtime, tied for 5th most since he joined the NFL as the number 6.
God, it seriously feels like Wilson doesn't know where the pressure is coming from, and that's frustrating. As a 10-year veteran, you need to be able to identify blitzes. Yeah, we have not had a consistent punter since Britton Colquitt. What a great decision that was to let him go. Herbert is sacked. Oh no, he shovels it. They're letting it continue. And he got it out to Eckler, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. That should have been a sack. Ah, that was a gutsy play there by Justin Herbert. Probably should have been blown dead. Oh, God. I'll tell you what, man. This Broncos team needs a complete revamp of their offensive line. A complete revamp of the offensive line. That should have been a sack. He's wrapped up for at least 3 seconds.
Before he goes down, good job by Herbert getting it out.
Oh, God, this offensive line is so bad.
3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5. We need to get off the field. Herbert, Eckler, he's got the first down. Well, guys, it's been nice. This game's over.
Singleton on the stop. Running clock inside 50.
This defense is not going to be able to hold. This game is over. Frustrating. Hey, Mark, can you get rid of this bot, please? I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and now Deshaun Williams is down.
Yeah, you wonder exactly. He's trying to get somebody to come out and tend to him. This defense has been out on the field a lot. And this is where it shows up in moments like this.
Deshaun Williams is down, so that's going to cost a timeout for Denver.
That is going to cost Denver their 2nd timeout.
That hurts.
Well, it gives the rest of these defenders.
Yeah, seriously, those bots are annoying.
Well, that little play by Justin Herbert to avoid the sack.
Yeah, seriously, they are. It seems like they pop up on like every stream nowadays.
At least got him back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10, and then Eckler.
I wouldn't mind it if they actually gave me a subscription. That's still engagement.
Palmer, and now it's 2nd down and 5, and
ugh.
have to look even longer at Williams.
Williams, I don't know if it's cramp or something a little more serious.
Meanwhile, Will Clapp, who we saw stagger off earlier
and the
in the
center,
game,
Will Clapp for the Chargers, is back
in.
in.
The game at center. So
that's certainly going to help them.
Who took over?
Yeah, that's a good point, nice guy. I mean, this has been a storyline for them. The whole game has been Dustin Hopkins' injury. I think it may play a factor here. Sean Williams is getting up. That's good to see. Oh, God, bad football like this is so frustrating, though. Even if we win this game, man, the sheer amount of stupid, undisciplined, bad football, there's no way in hell you're going to win long-term with that formula. You're just not. God, seriously, Mark, those bots give you 100 subs, and they continue to watch your videos, but they just don't spam you with those crappy comments.
Obviously, he's come back in and he's kicked and he's struggling through that injury.
Boy,
the last kick he made, the longest.
This is a big.
Or the first one, I guess he made.
I think this Hopkins injury is going to play a big factor here. We need to hold him back as far as we can. The ball is currently in Chargers territory still at the 40-yard line.
would have to believe that Staley has talked to him and has
Oh,
an idea, but
Jesus.
that goes to then how you're going to quarterback this
And
drive
Deshaun
where you
Williams
feel
coming
you gotta
off pretty
be able to get to.
gingerly there. I'm not sure what's going on with him.
Right now the ball's at the 40.
Now it's a 2nd and 5, ball at the
Hopkins,
40.
his season
Chargers
long,
still have all 3 of their
He's
timeouts.
43
38
yards.
seconds
He
left on
hasn't
the clock.
attempted anything at 50 plus. His career long is 56 yards.
Hopkins still with that wrap on his thigh.
That means the 38-yard line, but again, who knows? It's the big unknown with
This is
regard to
tough.
the right leg.
This
The way
is
that
tough.
he's gone to the ground, I mean,
Yeah,
think
Mark,
you
I
feel
agree. This
comfortable at 40
really
yards.
does
I don't
feel
know
like
if
a
you start
Steelers game.
going beyond that, how much confidence you're going to have.
2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 from the 40. Herbert slides to protection. He's changing the play. Herbert, a little underneath screen. Gerald Everett, and he is going to be a little bit short. And that's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 1. He gets out of bounds, stopping the clock at 33 seconds.
Roughly 35 yards to get to where it's a 40-yard field goal, if that's the number. I mean, if time's running down, they're going to certainly attempt something longer than that. But you know,
got to play for overtime. Got to play for overtime.
Make a stop.
And they blow that one dead. Let's see. Denver calls their final timeout. Denver uses their final timeout.
Dustin Hopkins, in his 2nd year with the Chargers, here he is tonight. That was where he heard it initially on the extra point. And then J.K. Scott had been...
Got to keep him back as far as you can, man. Make it as long as a field goal try as you can for Hopkins.
Accurate.
He's struggled.
From over 30 yards away.
He struggled there afterwards, making those kicks from 30. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Whether or not they're going to need it or not, you know, we'll find out if they get the ball back. But the corners were confused on where exactly they were lining up, and that's why the Broncos had to burn their last timeout.
Looked like Pat Surtain, who's been
confusion on defense for
Williams
Denver.
was late getting over to his
I wouldn't be
side
surprised if the Chargers tried some play action here, maybe try to take a shot downfield, see if they can pick up a chunk play.
3rd down and less than 1.
Granted, they still have all 3 of their timeouts.
Sony Michel,
Here's the play action. Herbert winds up. Herbert in trouble. He's just got to throw. Caught, but that's going to be short of the 1st down. That's a loss. That's a loss. That's a big loss. The clock's going to tick, and looks like Staley may be content letting this go to overtime. Clock continues to run inside 10. They're going to overtime. We're going to overtime. That was a huge stop. That was such a huge stop. And he's going to call a timeout here with a 2nd here, and they're going to try at least to chuck it in the end zone for a Hail Mary. They're well in Hail Mary range, and we all know Herbert's got the arm for it. That's not a bad idea for them.
Gerald Everett, number 7, there he is, and he's identified.
I'm going to be.
And he's going
I will say this though: if they hit it, it's going to make for some freaking good content for YouTube.
I don't know if Herbert just wasn't looking at it. He had his eyes
oh man!
But didn't take that shot.
If they hit that Hail Mary, I'm gonna. It's gonna make for some good content. Let's just say that.
Launch one down the field.
All right, man. Playing for overtime. Of course, the game's probably going to be decided by a freaking coin toss. I just hope Russ gets a shot to touch the ball. That's all I want is for Russ to touch the ball. And Broncos staring down potentially their 2nd overtime game in a row. Let's hope this one goes better for us than last time. But we first got to stop this Hail Mary attempt. It's 4th and 1. Let's see if they can do it. Herbert retreating. Here he goes. Launches. That's going to be short of the end zone and incomplete. And we're going to overtime, folks.
Was there to knock it away from Joshua.
Please let Denver win the coin toss. Please let Denver win the coin toss. Please let Denver win the coin toss. All right, folks, second overtime game in a row for the Broncos. Gah! That was a big stop by the defense there. That was a really big stop. If we win this game, defense gets the game ball.
They get another chance here in OT as Justin Simmons is trying to fire up that group.
All right, boys.
Captains, welcome to overtime. We will play one overtime period of up to 10 minutes. Each team will have the opportunity to possess the ball unless the team that first possesses the ball scores a touchdown or we have a defensive score. Each team has 2 timeouts. Fourth quarter timing rules apply. All replays will be initiated by the replay.
Ah, boy.
Any questions? All right, here's the coin. This is heads. This is tails. Denver, what's your call? Heads. Heads is the call.
Denver calls heads.
It is heads.
We win the toss. Let's freaking go. We win the toss. We need to score. Do not let Justin Herbert touch this ball. We need to get out of here. That was a big stop on defense. Now we need to reward them. And here we go, folks. OT time. Oh, my God. All right, folks, here we go. This is so nerve-wracking. The fact that we won the coin toss there is huge. God damn it. All right. Oh, man, this game is a roller coaster. Here we go. We kick is away. J.K. Scott.
Zone yet again.
And that is a touchback. Denver will begin from their own 25-yard line. We need to win this game. We need to win this game.
Especially for Denver, like you said, the way that they finished out that first half, but they've been shut down.
Here we go, baby. Let's ride.
The Chargers haven't had the success that we've been accustomed to seeing from them either.
Five for 16 for Wilson since that 10 for 10 start. Russell 6, 1 in overtime.
First and 10 from the gun. Handoff goes to Murray. And Murray gets 5 yards. Got to get that run game going, man. Get that run game going. That'll be huge for us. Second down and 5.
He's a big back, big physical back. He's done well tonight.
Broncos trying to figure out that combination at the offensive line. They got Cam Fleming at left tackle, Billy Turner at right tackle.
Leading rusher tonight, 12 carries,
keep feeding Latavius. He's running really well tonight. Second down and 5. Murray surging forward. He's got 4 yards, and he only needs a yard.
Well, you still feel like
some good running there by Latavius Murray. That is exactly what you want.
Got to be able to make a play. Nobody
Tebow magic, baby.
has caught more than 3 passes in the game, and we
all right
coming in. I do think they've got some weapons, and yet you wouldn't know it based on what we've seen this year.
Third down and 1. We need to convert this.
For somebody, whether that's Cortland Sutton or
Chargers crowd starting to get loud.
Dulcich did some good things early, but somebody's got to make a big play because They've proven it's just too difficult.
Third down and 1 from the 34.
Down the field.
Russ is in the gun. He looks to
1.
throw. No! And he misses. It's incomplete. KJ Hamler was the intended receiver. Why the hell do you call a passing play there? No. 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 Oh my God. Now we're going to punt back to the Chargers.
If Russell Wilson had more time in the pocket. But I've watched this.
Come on.
There's not much.
That was such a bad play call. That was such a bad play call. The run game's working, and you don't trust it to pick up 1 yard.
Timeout taken by the Chargers, who were not ready to
What
defend
the hell, Hackett? What the actual hell? Why? Why are you making yourself one-dimensional?
Yeah, I mean,
why are you getting in shotgun in obvious running situations? You're making yourself one-dimensional.
For Russell Wilson, the Broncos offense.
Oh, now I'm starting to get mad. Oh my God. Now Chargers just have to go down and kick a field goal. This play calling, what? Why? Why? Why?
Everyone across the board. It's not just Russell Wilson. It's the
why?
Up front. It's their inability to consistently be able to run the football. It's their inability to consistently be able to beat defenders with routes. And so,
dude, seriously, Mark, this is pathetic.
And not playing very good football.
They're last in the league.
Third down and 1. You're running the ball well on 2.
They've got too good of players for it to consistently be this poor.
You're running the ball well on 2 consecutive plays, and then you get in shotgun and call a pass. Why? You're making yourself so one-dimensional. Here's a return by Carter.
That was inside the 10, and that was Tyreek.
Oh my God, that's just.
Make that tackle.
Come on, you're making it so complicated. It's more complicated than it has to be.
That's Aaron Patrick who's involved.
And we got a man down for the Broncos on the sideline. That's not good.
Personnel able to get back up.
Wow.
Here's the end of it.
Nathaniel Hackett is in way over his head. At this point, at bare minimum, he needs to relinquish the control of the play calling. Because in these situations,
checking out the leg now.
Come on, when you make things too complicated on yourself,
from hitting what we call in the TV business.
Oh, it gives me a headache. Handoff goes to Eckler and a flag flies. That's going to be a hold. Thankfully, the Chargers are also shooting themselves in the foot. That helps. I swear to God, if this game ends in a tie.
It's another hold on Zion Johnson, his third holding call of the night.
Tough night for a few of these rookies.
Whew, man.
Yeah, he's had a few of those holding calls.
Yep, Zion Johnson got a hold of DJ Jones there. That's a good call.
Damari Mathis, he's had a few of those holding calls.
Oh, God.
DJ Jones has just been hard to handle. Free agent from the 49ers. That moves the ball back inside the 10. Defense probably thinking they're going to have to score.
First and 19 now. Herbert zings it. That's complete to DeAndre Carter. We really need to get off the field. We really need to get off the field. We really need to get off the damn field.
Not a lot of throws down the field for Justin Herbert either in this ball game. The longest completion is 24 yards by Donald Parham, but that was a run after the catch.
Second and 14.
Completed,
if we can keep them in a third and long situation, that would be ideal.
In this game, just everything's been underneath.
From the 15-yard line, Herbert's in the gun with a back to his left. Herbert slings it. In Williams, and it's broken up. No laundry.
That ball fluttered on its way into the
third and long. That's exactly what you needed.
Bring it in with his feet in. It's 3rd and 14.
Yeah, all right, got to get off the field here. Desperately got to get off the field.
That's all on the throw, obviously, that takes him out of bounds. But I've just seen it. Chargers fans.
Oh.
I mean, Troy, he was.
No, I don't think that's going to hold up.
How good
He
was
nearly
that?
got that
I mean,
final
he's got
foot
great
down, but I don't think
body
that's going to hold up in
control.
replay.
And I mean, the way Surtain
Remember,
stays
this
over the
isn't
top,
overtime,
Denver's
so there are no
throwing,
challenges.
let
All
step
replays
back
are
on.
initiated from the
Gotta learn
booth.
something.
3rd down and 14.
Herbert
steps up.
steps out of the sack, and it's a duck, and it's incomplete. The Oregon Duck throws a duck, and that is going to be 4th down. Broncos defense holds. Let's go win this freaking game.
And it's 3 and out.
Thank
Man rush here by
fucking
Denver.
God.
And they run the game up front, able to get pressure on him.
Oh, man. Well, there's
Nowhere for
swear number
Herbert.
3.
I mean, pretty locked down coverage by Denver.
Broncos
Considering
should
this
end up with
game,
good
I'm
field
surprised it's only
position.
been 3.
That's just the second 3 and out for the Chargers and the worst time for it. For LA, fair catch.
Fair catch at the 31 by Montreal Washington. All right. 35 yards, and let's get out of here. You need 35 yards.
Denver just had 10.
Just need to get 35 yards.
The 11th was running onto the field as the ball's being punted. There's 11 days didn't quite get it done.
No.
You know, they got a bye week coming up, I know, at some point.
They're at home against the Jets. They're at Jacksonville and London. Then they're bye on November 6th. Meanwhile, Brandon McManus has got a big leg, the kicker for Denver.
Yeah, but hopefully we at least try to get it in a realistic range, not 64-yard BS.
That means just getting it to the 43-yard line.
Running the ball here with Murray.
And at this
He gets
point,
about
the
3.
Chargers will load up, I would imagine, against the run. And
Big second chance here. We got to capitalize on it. And this time, all you need is a field goal to win the game.
Like he can.
No, and when they've locked up one-on-one, they've shut down the receivers. There just hasn't been a whole lot. The problem with that is it only takes one. You know, it only
2nd and 8.
takes one big play. And when you're sitting here in overtime, you start getting a little nervous about that.
Athlete
So
at this
you've got
point,
to
I
save
wouldn't be
these
surprised.
and make them prove that
Chargers
they
are
drive
protecting the
ball, but
deep
they
field.
haven't shown the ability to do that either.
Blitz
2nd
on
and
the
8.
edge.
They try the run game again. I don't like that.
That's again.
Murray.
Khalil Mack makes the
Now
stop.
you
3rd
put
down
yourself in
coming up
another 3rd and long.
after a gain of just 1.
Come on, really?
Denver fans are watching this and seeing more of the same. It's been, except for one quarter here tonight, it's been hard to watch.
It really has. It's been really hard to watch. Now you got yourself in a 3rd and 7. You really didn't need to get yourself in that situation. It's tough. It's tough. 3rd and 7.
Broncos need something.
Russ has some pressure. He's just going to float this upstairs. Incomplete and no flag. Nearly intercepted, and another punt's coming.
Samuel Jr. in the helmet.
Well, great job by Asante Samuel, because Judy, they're trying to run a double move on
Nope.
Samuel, and he doesn't bite. I mean, he's very
Play calling
disciplined here.
sucks.
One-on-one, keeps his cushion. And
Play
he's in a
calling
perfect
absolutely
position.
sucks.
Denver now with just 1 first down over their last 4 possessions.
That's terrible.
And just
Play
lethargic
calling
on
really sucks.
4th and 7.
Now here's Waitman.
Waitman hits it. Carter a fair catch.
Fair catch for the Chargers at the 20-yard line. Only way we can hope to win this game is if the defense scores. Jesus Christ.
Chargers 284 yards of offense, and Justin Herbert another chance.
Ugh.
His 2nd possession in this overtime.
Terrible play calling. This is terrible play calling.
Yes, sir. The next one's due, boys.
My God, that play calling sucks. I swear to God, it's like these play callers try to get too cute, and they try to overcomplicate something that really shouldn't be that complicated. Pressure. Singleton tips it, and it's incomplete. Alex Singleton has had a monster game.
Absolutely untouched.
Oh man, and if that had been an interception, that would have been huge. Oh my God, man! This defense is playing so admirable, and our offense is playing so crap. Oh God! 2nd and 10 from the 19. I just want this game to be freaking over already. Herbert surveys, fires underneath, and that is Gerald Everett. And the ball came out, it's incomplete. Let's go. Big incompletion, 3rd down and 10. Let's see if this defense can give us another stop. If they can give us another stop, that'll be an absolute freaking gift. If the offense can't capitalize on that, then I don't know what to tell you. 3rd and 10. Big play. Big play. Play clock's ticking inside 7. Chargers need to get this ball snapped. 3, 2, false start! Let's go! Left tackle moved. Let's go! And that'll be 3rd and 15 now. It's on Jamari Salyer replacing Rashawn Slater at left tackle. That was a big penalty.
A takeaway tonight by the Denver defense.
Oh man, this defense is so good and this offense is so bad. 3rd and 15 from the 14-yard line. 4-man rush. Denver drops back into zone coverage. A little throw underneath to Austin Eckler. He's going to be spun down after a 6-yard gain, and Denver's defense does their job. Thank God. Now the offense desperately needs to freaking capitalize, man. You've now been gifted another opportunity. You've been gifted really a 3rd chance to win this game. Now you gotta gift your defense. And a bit of a short punt. Oh, come on! No! Loose ball! It's Los Angeles ball! The return man got ran into. Washington was run into, and it's Los Angeles freaking ball. In field goal range. This game is over. Oh my God. No, it's a signals fair catch. And he gets run into. He gets blocked into. That's terrible special teams. Oh, now they're already in field goal range. And the special teams mistake costs us the game. Damn it.
Second, it's touched by the receiving team. So if Los Angeles has recovered this ball, it's 1st and 10 for them. Well done, the crew.
Oh, and it's already in field goal range. This game's over. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad. Handoff goes to Eckler. He gets a loss of a yard. Doesn't matter, though. They're already well in field goal range. Oh, man. That one just hurts your soul. Oh, that one just hurts your soul. That one just hurts your soul. That one just hurts your soul.
He's been grabbing at the back of it. Hamstring area. Missed last week with a quad injury.
Yeah, it makes you just wonder just where exactly is his.
Now you just got to pray that Hopkins misses this kick. That sucks. That really sucks. Another loss there for Eckler. This defense is not giving up. Man, when offense doesn't let you down, the defense lets you down. When the defense doesn't let you down, the special teams lets you down.
Well,
oh, man, 2-4.
Is Joe Lombardi going to put it in Herbert's hands here?
It's 3rd and 4, or 2-4.
We're on the fringe.
Season's done.
Even though our kickers got a bum leg.
That's so frustrating. This team had potential. At the end of the day, lack of talent, poor coach. Oh shit, Herbert! Oh, and that's complete, and it's gonna get him a little bit more closer. That's gonna set up a chip shot for Hopkins.
By Dustin Hopkins. That is such a great job.
Man,
I mean,
this is a rough loss, man. Undisciplined football. Defense plays lights out once again, and we lose it on a special teams blunder. Our offense starts off so good and completely flounders. 39-yard try. Hopkins is going to make this. Denver tries to ice him. We're going to go to 2-4. That sucks. That sucks.
You know, you want as much time as you can left on the clock.
That really sucks.
Got the clock stopped.
Only twice all season has a winning team had their only lead coming on the final play of the game. Arizona.
You just got to pray that Hopkins misses this kick.
On September 18th in Buffalo. It's been a frustrating season, and that continued for the Ravens with their loss against the
that sucks.
New York Giants. On Sunday
he's slipped down on all of them after he's finished the kick because of his injury. Let's see if he does it here. This one's going to be his longest try.
And we're tied at 16.
And
it'll be a 39-yard
39 yards
by the 9-year pro Hopkins, who's 3 for 3 tonight.
Yeah. Broncos need a miracle. Hopkins from 39 yards out to win the game for the Chargers.
Josh Harris will snap it.
Snap, spot. Hopkins' kick is good. And we lose on a special teams blunder. Offense completely craps the bed in the second half. Special teams loses it for us at the end. Lack of discipline. Broncos are 2-4. Chargers 4-2. Well, that's it, folks. That's probably our season. It's not easy to recover from a 2-4 start. That sucks. Then we got a Jets team next week who's formidable, fighting like hell. Robert Saleh hasn't playing great. Broncos are staring down 2-5, heading into London. And then the Jaguars isn't going to be a gimme either. This is
on the muff punt by Montrell Washington.
God, this one hurts. Good win for the Chargers. Great win for them. That one hurts. It's rotten luck, bad discipline, bad coaching. Our crappy play calling there on our overtime possession. You have 2 successful runs and then you get in shotgun and throw the ball. That has been the motif of this bloody team season. It's so frustrating because you're right there. You're right there. Russell honestly didn't play too bad, in my opinion. This game, coaching let him down big time. The play calling sucked. The play calling absolutely sucked. Russell Wilson, in my opinion, did what he needed to do. It's just the play calling sucked. Our offensive line sucks.
Dustin, it was obvious that you were in a lot of
4-2, man, for the Chargers. Chargers are 4-2. We're 2-4. That hurts because, yeah, great hanging with you, athlete. See you next time, man. Great hanging with you. Yeah, man, it sucks when your team has such lofty expectations. And entering the season, I knew that this team wasn't close. When you don't build your team in the trenches, you're never going to be close. This team has failed to do that. Our offensive line sucks. Our defensive line, they have talent, but they're undisciplined. And then special teams continues to haunt us. Oh, man. You know, it's frustrating when you're right there and your team just can't execute the little shit correctly. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to go off the rails on this one, but it's just when you can't execute the little stuff correctly, you're not going to win football games. This team makes things so freaking complicated, man. Well, a rough loss, man. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in tonight. Overall, even though we lost, still a successful night. Channel's over 900 subscribers. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribed. Thank you so much to everyone who joined in the grid raid. Man, tough loss. Really tough. All right, guys. Until next time, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out and not so enthusiastically, let's ride.